Hello, guys. Can you hear me? I changed the microphone thing a little bit. It was so loud. I don't know why. I hope it's okay. Am I loud? Like earlier, because I didn't change anything in this PC, right? I was gone for a week. And I came back and like the microphone was like completely like way too loud. Like, I don't know. So I just turned it down so much. It's fine. Perfect. That's perfect. I don't know why it was so loud. Strange. Anyway, hello. What's up, guys? Let me pour some coffee. Today I have a latte macchiato. There's some milk to use. And I needed to have a snack or something, so I figured, fuck it, I'm just gonna make a protein shake and put some coffee in it. That's gonna be my afternoon snack. Let me see what this tastes like. Okay, it's definitely just like a milkshake. I cannot taste the coffee. No, it's not an espresso macchiato. It is not. It's a latte macchiato. The kind of latte where you don't taste the coffee anymore. The one that I would get as a child. Do you know my parents actually gave me coffee as a child? Maybe that explains all this. I don't know why, but my parents thought if they diluted with like milk a lot and sugar, that then it wouldn't be bad for children. So they would have black coffee and they would just give me latte macchiatos. So basically just like milk with like espresso shots in it and sugar. And they're like, oh, it's fine. And of course, since you barely tasted the coffee in it, I actually kind of liked it. I was like, oh, give me more of that. So I was just drinking coffee all day as a child. Yeah, maybe that's what you have to do to become a streamer. It's horrible. Please don't give your children coffee, guys, or they become streamers. Can you imagine? Your child will become a streamer? Oh my god. The horror. Hey, Jinx! What's up? How are you? Guys, I met Jinx at Gamescom. Jinx is literally the best. She's so pretty. Also met Ye as well. And I forgot Ye doesn't speak German. So I was just speaking German to him. I did that a lot. I was speaking German to like random people. Sometimes they even spoke like they spoke English to me and I answered in German. My brain was not working anymore. Hey Kitty, what's up? Thanks for the Alliance Clacky you gave me. You're so welcome, Cutie. Thank you so much for joining the giveaway. Only you can prevent children from becoming streamers. Oh yeah. I think if children see me, then they probably don't want to become a streamer. So I'm doing a great job. I'm looking out for you children, guys, okay? How was travel back home? It was actually pretty good, considering how bad it was to get there. It was pretty chill. The flight was delayed a little bit, but yeah, I was a bit confused because I arrived at the airport and then I was not allowed to check in until, okay, so my flight was boarding for my flight was at 12:25. And they wouldn't let us check in our bags and everything until like 12, which is kind of strange, right? Like you only get 25 minutes to go from check-in to your gate. That is super weird. So anyway, I was like, well, the good thing was that everyone else that was checking in, they also had to go on the flight, right? So I assumed that they're not just gonna fly away without half their passengers, right? So anyway, I was standing in security line for 30 minutes or so, and I knew I still had to wait for a long time. So I looked at the watch and it was like 12:20, like 5 minutes before boarding, and I was still standing in security. So I was like, whatever, I guess. I mean, I guess I'll wait. But then the flight was delayed, so I guess they were like delayed generally because like the crew that did this flight, I think they were already arriving late to the airport. Because I don't know if this is true for like all airports, but I think the way it works, right, is that the people that actually are on the plane are also doing the check-in, right? On most airports, right? Unless it's like huge airports. So like the people that check you into the flight, they also are like the flight attendants on the flight, right? So like, so yeah, I was thinking, I mean, if they're doing the check-in, I'm sure they're not going to be able to fly away. Hey, Nauticans, thank you so much for 34 months. What's up, what's up, what's up? No, are they not? Oh, wait, but then there at least are the people that let you into the flight, right? So like the people that do the check-in, they also do the boarding. That's what it is, right? No, they just work in the airport doing it every day. Now there's definitely something that is correlated here because I see the people, like I can, like, you know, I recognize the faces. So maybe not on like every airport, but on some airports, for sure they do this, like the work, like, because it wasn't like that in Cologne. It was like that on smaller airports, like in Innsbruck, Verona, whatever, there as well. But even in Cologne is not like a super small airport. So I don't know. I guess it's different on like every airport, whatever. This is not. I'm not gonna die on this hill. We're at the Hyatt. Yes, I was at the Hyatt. Yeah. Where were you, Jinx? They're just all lookalikes. Yeah, you know what? Maybe. You did a great moderation at Gamescom. Thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Next time, speak more German. Oh no, please no. The less German, the better. You hear the music, right? Love the outfit. Thank you. I'm part of the Electric Thunder gang today. Hey, Vivika, what's up? What's up? Hating German already? Fucking hell. I just hate speaking proper German. I feel like an idiot every time I speak proper German. It's so strange because like people know that my first language is German, right? And then I speak proper German and I sound like I don't know how to speak. It's like half the words I say wrong, half the things I can't think of. And then it's like people probably speak to me and they're like, is she stupid? Like, is she a bit slow in the head or something? It's because I usually speak my dialect, right? I speak my dialect, you know? Yeah. And our dialect is a bit strange because we have like things that, like, there's words that we use that aren't even proper German. There's words, we have like wrong grammar as well when we speak. I don't know. We do weird things in our dialect. It's very strange. We're strange people. At the end of Gamescom, like the last 2 days or so, my German was better though. The thing is, like, I never speak proper German, right? But if I speak it like a few times in a row, then I'll remember the words again and how you say things. So the first 2 days was horrible, and then it got better. Is it still better? Did it stay at Gamescom? I think it stayed at Gamescom. I talked about this to Annie as well. It's interesting because Annie seems to be having the same issue. I don't know if it's like a streamer thing or if it's a language thing or both in combination. But Annie said she also like, first of all, she like forgets some Swedish words sometimes, right? Which I do in German as well, which is really strange because obviously it's our first language, right? So forgetting words of your first language is a bit strange. But then I also told her that if I do a really long stream, then at the end of the stream, I actually am so like spaced out that I'll forget all kinds of words. Like I'll forget English words, German words, all words. I forget what I have to do. Like I literally am just like just like a wandering like zombie or something. I don't know. And then Annie said she'll have the same thing, that if she streams for a long time, like on like really long stream days, especially like IRL streaming days, she'll eventually just also like forget. She'll forget how to speak. So I'm not alone, thankfully. I will forget like the easiest words. It's very strange. Hey, Sergen, what's up? We go from bilingual to bilingual. Yeah, exactly. I work with a guy that spoke about 6 different languages. He said his inner thoughts will use multiple languages in the same thought. So I do that too. I also use multiple languages when I'm thinking. And this is actually it actually makes a lot of sense when you think about it, because, and this is very fascinating to me, because languages kind of shape you as like your character a little bit. Depending on which language you speak, if you speak them fluently, of course. Like if you speak multiple languages fluently, you will have a little bit of a different like character. Like you will basically be a little bit of a different person if you speak, depending on which language you speak, because the language kind of determines the way you are a little, because there's different sayings in each language. Some languages have certain words for something and others don't. So it's like the language that you speak definitely like affects you a little on how you are as a person, you know? And if you speak multiple languages, then you'll mix them in your head, because then you can have all of these different feelings. Like there might be a feeling that you have a word for in one language, but not in the other, right? So the language that does not have a word for this feeling, you might also just not feel this way, or at least, you know what I mean, right? I hope. So if you speak multiple languages, if you like form sentences or you think about the way you feel or whatever, then sometimes you just mix the languages, because, you know, some languages have more fitting description of how you feel and the other does not. So you just kind of like mix it. It's very interesting. Hey, Shazam, what's up? Thank you so much for the 28 months. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. As a compliment to you on your Gamescom content, you absolutely smashed it. It was really enjoyable. I'm so glad you liked watching it. Plus, Chat now has 4 new stepmoms to look after us. I'm actually so glad that Makes and Lovely were taking care of the stream once in a while. And I'm also so happy that I got to hang out with some of the other cool content creators. I hung out with Annie. I hung out with Espen. I even talked to Skara a lot, which is so cool. Siko. Siko's the best as always. Siko's so funny. I love him. Thanks for 40 months, Paranoids. Welcome back. Thank you so much. I watched a YouTube video of someone saying that learning German made him a better engineer because the structure of the language made his thoughts more structured. You know what? I can see that. And some language words don't translate exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean, right? Because obviously most languages have a way of describing a certain feeling, even if they don't have a word for it directly, right? But if a language has a direct word for that exact feeling that you're feeling, then it will be like emphasized, right? But if you don't have an exact word for this feeling and you have to describe it somehow or have to use a similar word, then you might shift towards that feeling. You know what I mean? It's interesting. But I notice it myself. Like if I speak English, there's some things I can do. Okay, like I don't know if there's other Germans out there that feel similar to me, but I think the German language, I'm sure it also has something to do with culture as well. I don't think it's just a language in itself. It's definitely the culture that it relates to it too. But if I speak German, I have a much harder time talking about like feelings and anything like related to feelings. Like I feel like it's definitely like culture related too, right? But I feel like the words that we have in German to talk about emotions are a little bit like either like harsher or more extreme. At least I feel that way. Like when, like for example, just like the word I love you in German is a lot more like in English you just kind of say it, you know, it's like I love you, I love you, I love everyone, you know? It's like you just say it, you know, it's like it's a thing. If you say it in German, it's not just a thing. You don't just say I love you to anyone, you know? Like that's not a thing. If you say I love you in German, it means I love you. Like like it's very serious. You don't just throw it out there, you know? And I think it's the same with a lot of other sayings or descriptive like feelings, you know? So if you feel a certain way in German and you say it, then it's like it's just feel like it's harder to talk about it in German because I feel like it's more like it's more real. Like if you know, like they're like real talks, you know? While I feel like if I'm speaking English and I talk about feelings, I sometimes have a much easier time to just casually kind of like talk about it. Even if the words that we have in both languages to describe the feelings might be the same, but just the way the English language is, it's just like, I don't know, like I just feel like it's easier to talk about. While when I speak German, it's like harder for me. I don't know if there's other Germans that have like that same feeling, but that's kind of how it is for you. Thank you so much for 100 bits, Circo. What's up? How are you doing? Hello, hello, hello. Dun, dun, dun. Maybe English feels more casual. Yeah. Again, I think it's definitely culture related as well. Like which culture, depending on which culture speaks the language, right? It's not just the words of the language. It's also like the culture and like where the language is coming from, who speaks the language, and how the people that speak this language behave, right? For example, like I don't know Finnish, but I'm assuming that Finnish might have something similar with their words and descriptions for feelings, because Finns are known to be, and Scandinavians in general, they're known to be a little bit more introverted and a little bit more shy, right? So I have a feeling that the Finnish words, or the Scandinavian words in general for any kind of like feelings might also be something that you don't just throw out casually. That's maybe a little bit harder to talk about that stuff in Finnish compared to like maybe English, right? I'm not sure if it's true. I'm just like, kind of like throwing it out there. Did I hear Finnish? Yes. The Finnish language is not related to other Scandinavian languages. I know that Finnish is not related to Scandinavian languages, but they're similar in their behavior, in their culture, and that's why I'm saying that those languages might have the same thing. You know? Like, I'm not talking about the language in particular, I'm talking about the culture related to the language. Hey, Juvie, what's up? Thank you, thank you. All right, anyway, guys. Let's play some video games. I would probably do an IRL stream tomorrow, but I'm not 100% sure because I'm a little bit... Okay, so I do have an iPhone, and when I say I have an iPhone, I mean David has an iPhone that I can borrow. So I can do IRL streams. The problem is more that it's gonna be raining a lot. I'll show you. That's the wrong monitor. It's also the wrong monitor. It's also the wrong monitor. I'll find it eventually. There it is. So this is today, right? Today would be nice weather, but I just got home yesterday. In the evening, like, I barely had time to like settle in, right? So I couldn't really think about organizing an IRL stream, right? So today would have been the best day, but I can't do it. And then tomorrow is also a bit close for me to do an IRL stream because today I had to like organize a bunch of stuff and then have an appointment at 7 and then somehow I would have to set up my IRL stream for tomorrow and it's like, it would be like a little bit stressful. But it's the only day I can really do an IRL stream on, right? Because look at Thursday. It's going to be raining and thundering all day. Friday, rain, thunder. Saturday, rain, thunder, right? So I'm like, okay, and then Monday, Tuesday, also rain, thunder. So when the fuck am I going to do an IRL stream, right? So I was thinking tomorrow, if I manage to set up my stuff, because I have to reattach all of my action cameras to my bike. And I have to set up my Moblin with all of the cameras on the iPhone because David's iPhone, like basically I lost my iPhone with all of my Moblin settings on it, the streaming settings. So I would have to set it up on David's phone, which is not that easy. I don't know if I can do it today, honestly. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Wait, do you do outdoor streams? Yes, I do, Threader. I do. I do quite a lot of outdoor streams. I love them. Hey, Orleif. Welcome back. Thank you. Maybe you do an IRL baking stream. Weather doesn't matter indoors. That's true. Yeah, we could... Yeah, if it's like raining all day, we could also do like a baking or cooking stream. Yeah, for sure. And tomorrow... If it's too difficult for me to set up the action cameras and stuff, I could just go for a hike. Because for a hike, I can just use my phone without setting up the action cameras and stuff. Okay, we can go hiking somewhere. I'll think about that later, though. We have to tell Naguura to stop touching grass. I know, right? I'm touching way too much grass. Speaking of touching grass, I should stop touching grass completely because have you seen my last vault? It was horrible. Shit. How much time do I have? It's 3 p.m. Guys, do you think I can get a heroic clear? I think I'm buying a boost, guys. Guys, is there any people that do a heroic boost that can give me a discount? Streamer discount? Hey, Squirrel, thank you so much for 55 months. What's up? Thank you. Or do you think they invite? Nah, they won't invite me. I have too low item level. Thanks for the 55, Squirrel. Touching grass, losing phones, unbelievable streamer. I know. It's the absolute worst. Do you have a myth track belt? Yeah, I have a myth track belt, but I mean, it's like kind of like the worst thing, right? Eh. Hey, Nerda, thanks for 6 months. And Jilsku, thank you so much for 8 months. What's up? Welcome back. Are you going to BlizzCon? Of course I'm going to BlizzCon. Of course. But I mean, it's still quite a while away. So far, I don't really know what's going on there. I mean, I haven't been officially invited to BlizzCon by Blizzard, right? I hope they will invite me. Honestly, if they don't invite me, I don't know. I mean, I have to go, right? No, I think I go. Yeah, I think I go. I don't know. I haven't thought about. I mean, I'm very likely going to be there, yeah. I would love to do BlizzCon and then also like combine it with a little bit of a holiday there. I would love to go around like the West Coast a bit and maybe go to Arizona and look at some cool stuff. So maybe you can take David and some other people maybe, and then we go BlizzCon, and then it depends on what time BlizzCon is. I mean, I know what time BlizzCon is, but it depends on like what other things there are. I could do like IRL streams from there as well. That'd be kind of cool. Ooh, that'd be nice. Oh yeah, Cross. I was like, what is this? Yeah, the phone. I could hear it now a little bit in the background. That was like the first time I heard it. Yeah, it's very quiet. Can you turn it up? David would high-key love the mountain biking on the West Coast? Probably. I still have to do mountain biking, though. I said one of the goals this year would be that I would try mountain biking. And then I never did. I also wanted to try hiking, not hiking, like iron paths. And I also never did. God damn it. I'm not getting anything done, guys. This is horrible. My friend said she would borrow me her mountain bike if we want to go mountain biking. But I don't know when. Maybe this Sunday. Oh no, it's going to rain this weekend. Shit. So now I must go to BlizzCon. Oh yeah, you must go. What's an iron path? It's when there's like mountain, like it's basically like a climbing. It's almost like climbing, but not really. Usually there's like a hike. You go up a mountain, and then there's like portions of the hike where it's like an iron path. So basically there's like an iron, like a steel rope. What's it called? What's the word? It's obviously not a rope. It's a steel, like a wire, but like a really thick one. Chain, cable. Yeah, like a steel cable, I guess. Yeah. So there's a steel cable that will be basically attached to the rocks, like a line with like security things in between, and then you have a belt around yourself, and then you hook yourself into the iron cable, and then you keep going up base. Hey Cran, thank you so much for 5 sub gifts. Thank you so much, Cran, you're the best. Thank you. How have you been? Welcome to Sergey, Retno, Don Lobster, Melios, Kierskmit, yeah, that one, and Soul Spawny. Thank you so much, Cran. Appreciate that. You're the best. Thank you so much. Yeah, so like you have the steel cable that's attached to the rocks, and then you like attach yourself to it as you go up. So, and you can also like hold yourself on the cable as well. I usually go, well, I'll show you. I'm sure there's pictures of this. Okay, so kind of like this. It's kind of small. Let me make it bigger. Oh god, we have a scam train going on, guys. So you see this, like part that is in a rock. That's where you put your security things, and then when you fall, then this will like hold you back. And then every meter or 1.5 meters or so, you have these kind of attachments where you're like secured, you know? And then you just walk up on that thing. And then usually you have like these things that help you to step as well. So it's not like proper climbing. You see these things where you can step on. It's basically just like a more difficult hike where you have to secure yourself. So it's not proper climbing, but also not just hiking. So it's like an in-between thing. You need to have proper equipment and stuff. You need like a helmet and like your security thingy here. And yeah. Beginner climb. No, this actually, like, it's not climbing. It's not, like, it's an iron path. It is a thing. Like, it has its own name, yeah. I am Mistress. Thank you so much for Prime. I appreciate that. And Fivel, thank you so much for 26 months. What's up? We missed you. Oh, I miss you guys too. I mean, to be fair, I did also stream on the weekend, but IRL stream is a little bit different than gaming, of course. Welcome back, Bird Lady. Thank you, Calandra. How are you doing? What a lovely way to lose another phone. Yeah. So, I need a heroic clear. Well, via ferrata is the Italian word for it. Right. You can just translate it. Hey, Nixer, it was great meeting you in person. You are super nice. Aw, thank you so much. I held my toxicity back as much as I could. I was pretending to be nice to most people. That was so nice meeting everyone. There were so many amazing people. It was very, very nice. I'm so glad a lot of people also walked up to me and like asked for pictures and stuff, because I always have this thing where I go somewhere and then afterwards a lot of people message me. It's like, no, I was too scared to like say hello. And I was like, why? No, you should definitely say hello next time. So I'm glad there was also a bunch of people that did say hello this time around. Thank you so much for 5 suckers, Paranoids. Thank you so much. Welcome to Bro Skeleton, Loso, Tace, Ganchitis, and Mystism. Thank you so much. Welcome in. Oh my god, level 3 hive chain, let's go. Cannot have a scam train, yeah. We need to be scammed as much as possible. Otherwise it wouldn't be a proper Naguura stream. There needs to be some scamming. You did well on the WoW stage. Thank you, Pelsball. Thank you so much. Hey, Rickard. Want to do a weekly till you find a heroic boost? Yes, Jinx. I would love to join a weekly. I think I'm taking Dispelled, right? God, my vault is so bad. Wait, did I choose this or no? Ah. My big wish is for release out of date. Ah. Wait. Oh shit, guys. Uh-oh. I have... Oh god, look at my vault. I did nothing for this vault this week. This is so bad. Uh-oh. Shit, guys. I don't have that much time either. I have 3 hours. Oh god. What are we doing in 3 hours? I think I should only do in plus then. What do you think? Maybe I should do only in plus because oh god. S1 Plus, thank you so much for 98 months. What's up? You're so close to 100. That's amazing. Thank you very much. How the hell are you 3.5k with the Admiral from last season? That is the score from last season. I think. Yeah, it's from last season. And plus in one Dimensions boost. Yeah, I should do like 2 bosses. 2 heroic bosses if I can somehow. Wait, where are we going? Ecodome, okay. Hey Cube. Hätte gerne ein Foto mit dir gemacht? Ich fand's aber so dermaßen unhöflich, den Stream zu crashen. Hey Cube, hätte es auf jeden Fall in deinen Stream crashen können, aber verstehe ich schon. Würde ich wahrscheinlich auch nicht machen, wenn ich du wäre. Aber schade, das nächste Mal dann. Ist das Acadom, ja? Hey Virgin, what's up? Hey Meshi. Man, I drank this coffee too fast. It was delicious though. But I might be a little bit hypey now. Hypey? That's a word. It is a word now. My in-game sound is not working.
5.
Oh, it is.
4.
It's just very
3,
quiet.
2.
Quiet for you too?
1.
Or just me? Oh, I heard it. Still quiet though, I guess.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I mean, try the other ones as well. See how loud they are, maybe, Kuros. Like the other alerts, they might all be low. You never know.
With our defenses down, there is nothing to keep the devourers out. My people stand no chance.
Okay, no, those seem fine. Or, I mean, they also don't seem like super loud. It's nice to meet you. Hey, Yira. Nice to meet you too. Hope you had a good time. I did have a good time. Hope you had a good time yourself.
The devourers seem to be coming from the annex. It's too far away. Stop them at the source, so we can return our attention to Sword Scribe.
Oh, we have to restart for it to apply the boost for us? Okay, we'll see tomorrow. It's fine.
Look out! Something is coming up.
I see him. Guys, the race will first, like, holy shit. It's so sad that I wasn't casting this race. That was crazy. I was at the Echo venue on the day they killed it. I was at the Echo venue on Saturday. Yeah, Saturday evening, right? Saturday evening I was there, and then they had these like two back-to-back like super low HP wives. And I was like watching Liquid on the phone while watching Echo on the big screen. And I was like, holy fuck. The problem was I didn't understand the boss fight because I wasn't, like I was so busy with Gamescom, I didn't have time to watch the race, right? At least not 24/7. And I'm not rating myself either. So I had no idea how the Mensis really works. I was only able to like watch like the stream once in a while. And then obviously it's really, really hard in my video to really see what's going on. Oh. Like, it's hard to understand a boss fight, I mean, without, you know, having it explained to you or something. So I was just, I was trying to understand what the hell is going on. But it was so fucking close, it was crazy. Yeah? And then I went back to the hotel because it was really late EU time, right? And I remember I was lying in bed and I was so exhausted. I was so tired. But then I saw that Echo had a 0.3% wipe. And I was like, oh my god. Like, I have to watch this, right? So I like kind of like forced myself to stay awake to like watch 1 or 2 more pools. And then they had another pool that was like really low. And then I was like, okay, they got it. Like, I can just sleep. Like, they're gonna kill it now. So I ended up falling asleep. And I wake up the next day and Liquid had killed the boss. And I was like, what the fuck? Because I literally fell asleep right after Echo had these like 2 super low wipes. So I was like, there's just no way. Like, to me, that was clear that they won from there, right? Like, to me, that was like, okay, no, yeah, I can sleep now. And then I wake up and Liquid just fucking wins. That's just insane. That was crazy. I thought it was... Because I think... At least I haven't really heard any controversies. I mean, I'm sure there's some people that are mad at Echo. But overall, I think people are... I think overall people definitely say that Liquid did play really well. And even if, you know, like this was the closest race ever, right? So I think a lot of people are kind of... Like, they feel bad for Echo that they didn't win. Like, even, I feel like there's some Liquid fans even that say like, oh wow, like that really sucks for Echo, you know? Because they had such low wives. Not in a sense that, oh, Echo would have deserved to win, but like, in a sense that, oh wow, like, I'm really happy for Liquid, but at the same time, you know, like, I feel bad for the Echo players. Because that must suck, being so close and yet so far. And that's cool. Like, it's cool that like the community and like the players are like supporting each other in a sense, and like, you know. Hey Slaffy, I saw you at Gamescom. Nice. Did you say hello? Try how it should be in sports. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Method was popping off too for a while. At the very end, it was kind of clear that they wouldn't be making it, but still. I didn't even see some of the clips. Like, I didn't see the clip where Yip sent Exile out, like destroying their headsets. Guys, like, people in chat are like, oh, they were better, the other team was better. I personally think they were, like, to say that one guild was better than the other in this particular scenario is, it just feels wrong. Like, I honestly think like both guilds, like, no matter who would have won, like, both guilds would have deserved it, you know? So to say that one guild deserved it more or less, I think that's honestly, like, if you look at how good both guilds played and how close it was, to say one guild deserved this more than the other, or that one guild played better than the other, I think that's just wrong. Like, they both played so well. Right? Like, if Echo would have won, if Echo would have killed the boss on this, like, 0.3% wipe, they would have deserved it, right? But they just ended up not doing so, and then Liquid kills it, which obviously also means they deserve to kill too. Like they both did really well. Like this was just so close, and both played incredibly well. Yeah, Method did well as well, of course. Let's Pulse in Liquid and Echo. Method, that is? Yeah, Pulse. Okay, like, again, I think Method did play well, but to say that the pools somehow matter is not... That's just not how the race works. Pools don't really matter. Because if you would be going by pools, then some random 2-day raiding guild would win the race in like 2 months. You know what I mean? In 2 months, there might be a raiding guild that kills the bosses in 50 pools. Does that mean they won the race? Like, that's just not how it works. Do you usually stream every day? No, so usually I only stream from Monday to Friday. I don't stream Saturday or Sunday. Unless there's like a special event or something. Like, for example, I streamed on Saturday at Gamescom, since, you know, I was traveling for the event anyway. Sometimes I cast on the weekend if there's a tournament, or if there's a race to world first, or like an MDI, then I will cast on the weekend. And sometimes if I'm going on a trip, on a real life stream trip, then I will stream on the weekend as well. So, yeah. Usually would be like an exception rather than the norm. Hey Miranda. No, so I have not made Season 3 guides, except like the what to do week 1 guide and stuff. I will do M+ boot camps again. The plan is... So, since right now I already kind of missed the start of the season a little bit, right? Like, in total, I've played maybe like 8 dungeons, right? And I will go on like a short little holiday in mid-September. And then when I come back, like in October, I'm planning on doing an M+ bootcamp again. The same way I did for Season 2, where I invite some high-end M+ pushers that are my friends, like, I don't know, Gingy, Tattles, Dratnos, whoever wants to come onto the stream. And then they'll like kind of coach me through M+. And like explain the dungeons to me again. So basically all of the knowledge that I'm gonna be missing because I'm on a holiday and because I have been at Gamescom and stuff, that knowledge hopefully I'll be able to catch up on in like October or so. And whenever I do that, I will do the M+ bootcamp. I will live stream it, so you guys can join the streams live if you want to learn something as well. And I will also upload it to YouTube as well. So the same way I did in Season 2. If you guys like those boot camps, then you can check them out. In October. I'm missing for you all, yeah. Were you traveling? Probably... Okay, so... I wanted to go to Bolivia or to Peru or somewhere to South America, and then we ended up not finding enough time to do that. So now the holiday is going to be a bit shorter. We're only going to be there for like 7 to 10 days. And we're going to go on a little bit of a biking trip with David and Yuli, his sister. We're going to go to the Marche. I actually don't know what it's called in English, if it even has an English translation, I don't know. It's like a part of Italy that is basically, if you look at the boot, it's in the middle of the boot, on the right. To the coast. There's just like this area. I've never been there. And supposedly it's not like super touristy yet there. But it's still very pretty there, so we're gonna do a little bit of a bike tour, bikepacking. Should be fun. Come to Brazil.
Yeah. Feed. All of you. Feed on the void. Let its darkness fill you.
Thank you, Toxaris. I actually forgot what the city is called, like the main city. Something with A, I think. Ugh, what is it called again? Something with A. Or something with T?
It was the only place
A or
our
T.
plans
Or
had a
both.
chance of success.
The rabble brought nothing but destruction. You have no right to this power.
We did fail you, but destroying the dome?
Ancona, yeah, that's it. Yeah, Ancona.
After any shred of control.
I mean, I have a solar beam, but I don't want to, like, solar beam that person on the side. There you go. Oh no. We lost Jinxie. Who killed her? Who didn't interrupt? Who will avenge her? Oh, ah.
I will bring your work to ruin.
My dream job would be a food writer and getting paid to travel around, eat all kinds of food, and write about it. Yeah, that would be my dream job too, except the writing about it part. I would just like to do the traveling and the eating. Writing about it, that sounds like work. I don't like that.
Scrap after any shred of control.
Yeah, true. ChatGPT can write it for me. Good point.
A vision of your fate.
Oh god.
I write your destiny now.
Nothing says you can't just say, yup, that tastes good, and dip it. Huh? So who wants to hire me for that job? I'm down.
A vision of your fate. Fate written in suffering.
have 20 seconds to +3, guys. Come on. Good job. +1. Nice. Oh, where's my loot?
So much wasted.
Wait, I already have this one,
An oath
right?
for a dying,
Yeah.
treacherous king.
Nice.
But there was
Hey, Chris, what's up? Good afternoon. What's up? What's up?
to save Karesh.
Guys, by the way, I don't want to complain, but I would like to complain about Moonkin damage. Exactly. Oh, thank you, Sirkin. Yeah, let's give it a look. Oh wait! I heard about this. So Max accidentally muted the sound for everyone, right? That's so funny. Oh, that's so good. Okay, listen. I'm not talking about M+ damage. I'm talking about rate damage. And plus, I don't actually know how Moonkin is doing. I guess it's kind of fine, considering that I'm really low item level and I'm doing kind of okay. So I'm assuming in plus it's not a big issue. Raiding, on the other hand, I'm just really glad I'm not raiding anymore. Because holy shit, I've seen the numbers and it's not looking good. It's like really sad. It is so sad, apparently. Like, I've seen the numbers where whatever. I have to show you this. Like, this is like a Wowhead post, right? Wait. Like. Well. That's, yeah. I guess we're there, guys. We're there. That's something. That's for sure something. Oh, man. It's interesting, though, because overall, it seems like the balance is actually pretty good. Right? Like, I mean, yeah, Elemental Shaman might seem a bit broken, but, like overall, it seems kind of good balancing-wise. Except that, you know, Elemental seems a bit broken, and then Moonkin obviously seems to be underperforming quite a bit. But other than that, it seems kind of good. Yeah, Algamok is doing more damage than us. I mean, literally everyone is doing more damage than us. It's a bit sad, but you know, can't have everything in life. If I'm a new WoW player, is it worth to buy the War Within? That's a good question, because we are currently in the last patch of the War Within. So you could argue, you know what, maybe it's better if you just wait for the next expansion that comes out, because it will come out probably, we don't know exact date yet, but probably like in February, March. Which is still a long time though, right? So I guess if you buy the new expansion, you can also play the pre-patch, which means that you could probably play like December, January already, whenever the pre-patch comes out. I don't know when, but maybe around there. So yeah, maybe it might be worth it for you to just buy the next expansion and just wait out this one. But it's kind of up to you, right? Like, it depends, like, if you already want to try out retail a little bit, because especially if you're a new player, it might be worth it for you to already try retail right now to see how the game plays as like a kind of a, you know, checking things out, you know, learning how generally like the systems work, how everything works a little bit. So you can take this expansion as kind of like a prep for the next one. And then once the next expansion comes out, you're already kind of prepared and you know already a lot of stuff. And then you can use the next expansion as like a proper, you know, expansion. So it kind of it's up to you if you want to spend that money or not, to because it is fun. A lot of people enjoy the game right now, but it's of course like a lot of money, right? So it's really kind of depends on you. Yeah, actually, yeah, it's a good point. You can, to be fair, you also don't have to buy the expansion to learn the game a little. Because how does it work? How does it work? If you buy just like the base version of the game, like just the basic subscription, how much can you play? Oh, pre-order midnight gives access now? Wait, is that how it works? Like with the War Within as well? Or everything except the War Within? Ah, okay, I understand. So if you pre-ordered Midnight, you get access to the War Within. Oh, well, okay, then it's easy. Well, then you would just buy Midnight, right? And if you're unsure about buying Midnight, then you can just like buy a basic subscription and play the game a little. Like especially if you're completely new. If you haven't played WoW ever, or it's like a long time ago that you played, then just buy a normal sub and play the game a little. See if you like it, see if you don't like it. If you like it, then you can buy Midnight and you get pre-access, or you get access to the War Within right now, right? I didn't know. Okay, that's kind of cool. Back in my day, we had to buy all the expansions uphill both ways. Yeah, every single time you go from one expansion content to the other, you had to buy it again. Every time you ported to Dalaran, you had to buy like, what was the expansion? Legion. And then you ported to Orgrimmar, you had to buy Vanilla again. Can you imagine? I remember bringing a Wrath of the Lich King box to school to show off. I did buy Wrath of the Lich King as well, like in real life at like midnight.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Soulscribe has betrayed
5,
us.
Yeah.
4, 3,
She brought
2.
down our With our defenses down, there is nothing to keep the Devourers out. My people stand no chance.
Is there anything else that happened though with the race, by the way? I mean, I understand that it was like incredibly close, right? But since I was, of course, like busy doing stuff, there's a lot of things that I missed that I couldn't like pay attention to, right? Is there anything that was that I need to see?
Seem to be coming from the annex. Stop them at the source, so we can return our attention to Soulscribe.
Yes. Yeah, you can sub without owning any version of the game, yes. You can sub to the game. That's how you play Classic. Classic World of Warcraft, you just need a basic subscription. You don't need anything else. And then you can also play retail up to Dragonflight, I believe. Today I learned there's a thing called beer mile. You run a mile and have to drink a beer in starting each lap. I heard about something like this too. David told me about something like this with wine as well, and beer, I think. And like the beer mile, and there's something with wine as well. Or was that a biking thing? I think the biking thing was with wine. This weekend on Sunday, my brother's girlfriend is going to participate in like a biking race that is pretty fucking crazy. So I think it's like 250-ish kilometers or something. And like an insane amount of like elevation that they're going through. Like, I honestly don't know how any human can do that. It's honestly so crazy to me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna Google this now. I can tell you the stats. Like, even just the 250 kilometers, even if it would go straight, that would already be kind of difficult for me, personally. Like 200, even like, you know, 200 kilometers, that's a lot of kilometers, yeah? But then you have to go up fucking mountains 24/7. Like, that's crazy. Okay, I found it. It's 227 kilometers. 5,500 meters of elevation. In one day.
Return to the real problem.
Like, what? It starts at 6:30 a.m. How insane is that? 227 kilometers, 5,500 meters of elevation. Like, that's actually just insanity. And my brother's girlfriend is gonna do it. I kind of want to, like, go somewhere to cheer her on. Hey Tom, what's up, what's up? Thank you so much for 14 months. How are you doing? You have the most clickbait thumbnail right now? Oh, I do? What is it? I love me some clickbaity thumbnails on Twitch. That would be... Ooh. Somebody needs to figure out the algorithm. Actually, I'm not sure if it's an algorithm or if it's just like a time-based thing. Like, somebody needs to figure out exactly when Twitch is taking the thumbnail, so you could always like do something like really stupid. You know, just always like full screen your camera and like make a face or something.
They have brought so many. They seek the complete annihilation of this place.
By the way, today, this is completely unrelated to anything I just talked about. My brain works in mysterious ways. But today, I had an idea, because I'm horrible with keeping up with financial stuff. You know, there's some people who have like everything like super organized, like writing down everything and like perfectly organize everything with their money and whatnot. I'm the opposite, yeah. I wish I wasn't, but I am, okay? Anyway, so today I had this completely random idea. It just came to my mind while I was watching a podcast about blood work. I was watching a podcast. Actually, I think it was about VO2 max. Yeah, it was zone 2 training. Okay. Again, I don't know how my brain. I don't know why my brain works this way. I don't know. So I was watching a video about VO2 max training, like zone 2 training. And I had this random thought about this financial thing, yeah? So what if, maybe this already exists. So I was thinking I'm gonna ask you. So what if there would be an app, maybe it exists, I don't know, that every time you spend something, like every time you spend money, or you gain, like you get money from something, that there would be like an app that asks you what that spending was, depending on like pre-entered categories that you put into the app. So let's say this is like a financial app, right? So let's say I spend money on groceries, I spend money on entertainment, spend money on, I don't know, going out to restaurants, and I spend money on holiday, and I spend money on, I don't know, right? So like I make some categories. That's like up to everyone, right? And then whenever you spend money, the app asks you, this other app asks you, okay, what was this for? Was this for like groceries? Was this entertainment? Was it holiday? Was it like, what was it, right? And then you just quickly click on the thing that it was. And then this app, according to, you know, what you entered, it will then like do a breakdown of your spendings and of your like income, right? You know what I mean? And then if it's like reoccurring things that happen all the time, like subscriptions or whatever, then you could like subcategorize those. And you could have like an overview of what you spend. Because I feel like a lot of people like struggle with like having an overview of this. And it would be much simpler. Like people would have a much easier time having an overview of their spendings if they wouldn't have to like think, oh, I have to go through all of the stuff now. Oh, it's gonna be so much work. And then they like procrastinate on it and they just never do it, right? But if you have an app that maybe asks you like, maybe it asks you after every time you spend money, or it asks you like once a day or once a week or however what you're like entering, doesn't matter, I guess. Like depending on your categories, right? And then it just like gives you the breakdown. Wouldn't that be really cool? So again, I don't know if this app already exists or not. But wouldn't this be a nice thing? Shit, I just use my cooldowns. When the boss is immune. Don't tell anyone. Hey Boopity, thanks for 47 months. What's up? How are you doing? Thank you, thank you. Morning cuties, hope everyone is having a good week thus far. My partner and I are planning a backpacking trip to northern Italy soon. Really? That's sick. You're gonna have so much fun. Oh, and you're going in autumn as well? That's so cool. I hope the weather is not gonna like be really bad for you, but autumn can be so nice. Here, like autumn is so pretty. I hope you see some nice sunsets and sunrises, and oh, you're gonna enjoy it so much. I just hope it doesn't rain too much. I'm pretty sure every banking app has this. Apps, I mean, not the ones I have. I have like 3 different banking apps. None of them do this. Sparkasse? What? Like how? Are you like? Did you understand what I meant though? Wait. Okay. So wait. Explain to me what the banking apps do. Like, I'm not sure you understood what I'm saying. What is it? What is it the banking apps are doing that you think is the same that I said? Yeah, okay, that's not what I mean though, guys. Okay, listen. I'm not trying to look for categorizing it myself. I want the app to do it depending on predetermined categories that are entered. Because, I mean, the problem is not that I wouldn't be able to categorize it afterwards. Like, everyone can do that. You know? Like, if I would open up my bank statement once a month and I would go through all of the spendings and categorize it in the app, well, then I'd be an organized fucking person. But the problem is I'm not. That's what I'm trying to solve here, yeah. I'm basically saying that there's an app that handles this for me. By me doing the most minimal amount of work that you can do, you know? Okay, let me explain this again. So let's say I'm spending something. Let's say I'm at the grocery shop and I am... This could work in two ways. Possibility number one. I'm at the grocery store. I'm at the grocery store and I just bought groceries, right? I have my phone out. I'm paying with my phone. And then as soon as this payment goes through, this secondary app immediately has like a notification or like a pop-up or whatever where it shows you the categories that you entered previously. Like it says groceries, clothing, entertainment, whatever the fuck. And you just click on the thing that it is. Okay? That's it. And then from here on out, the app will recognize, oh, she spent the money in the same location, on the same shop. This is groceries, right? Or you could say that you like want to answer the question every single time. Or you make the app remember it, whatever. Sometimes you might go to Walmart and sometimes you buy groceries and sometimes you buy something else, right? But that's beside the point. You can set it up however you want. Like there will be options, right? And if you think that's too much work to do it right as you pay it, you could do it, let's say once a day. Where once a day or once a week or whatever, your app gives you notifications like, hey, do you have the time to fill out what kind of payments you went through today? And then you get like notifications and it's like, what was this? And then it's like, oh, groceries. What was this? And it's like, oh, that's Netflix. What was that? And then, you know, and you just click on the things. And then according to what you click, it will just do the things for you, you know?
We did pay you, but destroying the dome will only hurt the rest.
God, I'm hot.
Feed all of you.
The app is called an accountant.
Let its darkness fill
I mean, I wish accountants would do stuff like that. They don't. I have an accountant. They don't do that. They couldn't care less how much money I spend on groceries. You have a lazy one? No. An accountant's job is not to figure out the difference between your grocery shopping and your clothing shopping. Right? Like, that's not what an accountant does. If you spend money on like a private thing, then it's that they don't give a shit. Calandra. I do this thing where I spend money and then I get paid, and hopefully the get paid is more than the spent. Oh, perfect. Hey, Limdire, what's up? I did have a good time. It was definitely a bit stressful, but overall, I'm good. I always wonder if, like, if this stuff is like as stressful to other people as it is for me. Like, there's people who do this all the time. There's people who go to events like this all the time. And like being surrounded by people so much and constantly like just constantly having human interactions. I don't know how people do this, honestly. On top of like working, you know, it's like talking to this person and then there's like another person and then you have small talk here, small talk there, working in between, and then having to somehow like go to parties to socialize when all you want to do is sleep. And I have to wake up next day at 6 a.m., sometimes even earlier, to get to the venue again, just to be surrounded by people again 24/7. Like, this is just crazy. This is like this thing where I honestly think it's because because I'm just not surrounded by people a lot, right? Because I sit here on my PC 24/7. And yeah, you guys might be watching, but you're not here, like, physically, right?
For now.
So whenever I'm surrounded by, like, a lot of people, I'm just like, what the fuck? How do people do this?
So much
I got a weapon.
All for
Probably pretty good.
honor and oath for a dying, treacherous king. But there was always the great oath.
Sunday, my husband and I were talking about lunch, and he wanted this place like 20 minutes away, and he only thought about getting it to go and was like, it'll be cold. Like, sir, we can eat at the restaurant. I love that, Calandra. Who won the cosplay? Alaria. Alaria, it's her name, right? Shit, I'm really bad with names, but I think Alaria is her name, yeah. Alaria cosplay, yeah. She's amazing. She had like the Sargeras, the like, you know, the red, and she was all red, had like the wings and the like orange hair with like, it was so good. It was actually really sick. Also, a huge shout out to Jinx and Ye for carrying me. I'm talking about fucking financial apps while they're carrying me through a +10. Arthur's is also sick, yeah. There's a bunch of really cool ones. Two Dutch bank apps where I'm at have an inside tab where it shows you what category you spend money on smartly, and you can edit manually. Really, Analia? Dude, maybe all of the banking apps in other countries are just much better than the ones I have. My wife does that for me. Maybe get one of those. Is your wife single, Fivel? Here in Canada, my bank's web interface did do this from 2000 to 2010 roughly, but they changed systems to something else, much less accurate and less control, which probably benefit them. Now they have an AI thing. Oh, shit. I mean, I have the Sparkasse app, but maybe the Sparkasse app is different depending on what country you're in, actually. Because I'm pretty certain my Sparkasse app doesn't do this. Well, to be fair, I also don't use Sparkasse anymore. So, I mean, I used to have their app. And I'm pretty sure their app didn't do that. I mean, I was also not looking at everything that app can do, honestly. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I didn't check it completely, but I don't think it did, at least. But just generally speaking, if this was an app that exists, and let's make like, and it's as simple as possible, you know, this app is as simple as possible, like either once a day or however many times you want to get asked, like once a day, once a week, or maybe after every single purchase that you do. Also when money comes in as well. This is probably more interesting for like a freelancer, because obviously if you are working somewhere, then you know when the money comes in, right? But if you're a freelancer, like for example, I sometimes get money like at random times from like certain sponsorships, you know, that I did, and then they pay me like 3 months later, and they don't have any like kind of. It's really weird sometimes. It's American companies. American companies, they just like do whatever they want. So, so sometimes I would love to have like a really like simple way to like keep track of this stuff. So I would love to have an app like this, because the problem is, the more complicated it is, the more effort it takes me, the less likely I am to actually do it, right? So I'm the problem here. I'm like the main issue. So if there was an app that would make this easier for me, I would totally use it. I just don't know if other people would actually use this too. Hey, Foodie fella, what's up? How are you? Wie geht's, wie geht's? Solange die Karte funktioniert, ist alles gut. I guess there's a little bit of an issue because I don't think... I guess the biggest problem with an app like this would be that I'm assuming that the app somehow needs to get access to your bank's or the card information somehow. Because it needs to register when a purchase is being made, which probably is not going to work. So maybe an app like this can't actually work at all. Maybe you just need some kind of personal assistant human who does the money tracking stuff for you. I mean, yeah. Yeah. Who is paying this human? I would need a lot of humans to handle a lot of things. If only humans wouldn't need to earn money to survive. Man.
5, 4, 3, 2.
This thing like slavery, or what was it called? We should bring it back. I have a nice basement. It's kind of cozy. It does not have a window, but there's what's it called? There's air circulation. It's better than some basements. So people shouldn't be complaining. You know? Did my phone just like lit up and I thought it you know how sometimes you say something and then your phone thought you're talking to it, like Siri or Google or whatever, and I thought it's like Googling something related to slavery, and I was like, oh god, but it was just giving me the message that it's slow charging. I was like, please don't Google that. No, thank you.
Scrabbling after any shred of control.
Hey, Wolvenhand, what's up? This phone keeps... What do you want from me? Phone. Slow charging. Just charge faster. I don't know. Do whatever you want. By the way, we had a bunch of German creators, like WoW creators, at dude, I mean, obviously at Gamescom there's gonna be German WoW creators there, but I'm just not in the German scene. Because, I mean, like, I don't stream in German, right? And I am not from Germany. So, I'm not really into the German scene at all. Like, I don't really know, like, a lot of German streamers, which was really embarrassing because I met a bunch of German streamers that are, like, you know, like, known people. And I, like, just didn't know that. And I always feel so bad, but, like, I don't know. Like, I just never hear of German content creators since I don't know. I just don't speak German on stream, and I'm not from Germany. Like, the only German content creators I know are like League of Legends streamers, because I used to stream League of Legends in German, so I know a bunch of those. But that's also like a long time ago.
Any shred of control.
They were all super nice though, all of the German content creators. I met Metashi. Brudifölla. I met Elotrix. And then I met this League streamer. His name was Der Fiddler, which is a perfect name. I do love that.
A tenet of your cartel. Power without wisdom leads
Who else did I meet?
to live.
I met so many people. I forgot half their names.
See how your wisdom fares against the might of the Titan.
Oh, I saw Meow Marmalade, but I didn't say hi to her. I never really had the time, I guess. Der Fiddler is a menace. Oh, Der Fiddler, it's so good. Oh. Next time, bike race through the race first. I actually wanted to cycle to Gamescom. That was actually a plan initially. Then the biggest problem was that the new patch came out right before Gamescom, which would mean that I would have to cycle to Gamescom while the patch is live, you know? And you know, like as a WoW streamer, you want, like before a patch comes out, you want to prepare for the patch, you want to create some videos, you want to hype it up, and then the patch comes out, then you want to play the patch, you know. And then because I'm at Gamescom, I can't play that much while I'm there, so the only time for me to really play the patch is before Gamescom, right? And if I'm gonna be... Somebody help. And if I'm going to be cycling to Gamescom, then obviously I can't play WoW, alright? So that was a little bit of the problem there. Otherwise I would have done it. That would have been very cool. Hey May, what's up? It's also 800 kilometers, which is very far, but... I could have done that. 800 kilometers, it's far, but it's doable. Like in over 2 weeks or something, that will be fine. Like 1-2 weeks should be good. No, Makes and I never really run competitive keys together because like Makes doesn't really play high keys. Makes does play keys, but she doesn't like do like high, like she doesn't push radar basically.
Will be her downfall. A taxing journey.
She was doing 10s yesterday. Yeah, but 10s are like weekly keys, yeah. 10s are not like pushing keys.
You have a talent for acquiring intriguing artifacts. This was found among the ruins of the Black Empire, yes?
Also, Makes usually streams a lot later than I am. Like, Makes is like a night owl. She's awake in the evening.
Apologies, Captain.
I'm the opposite.
Please direct your grievances towards my associates.
Ist mein Meet and Greet in Innsbruck? Ist der ein Katzensprung für dich geplant? You know what? I've never thought about that, to do like a meet and greet somewhere in like Austria. But I actually could do that. Because Austria is not really far. I just always have this thing where I feel like if I do a meet and greet somewhere in real life, that no one's going to show up and it's going to be really embarrassing and sad. Like imagine you do a meet and greet in Innsbruck and then I go there and then it's like one person shows up. You know what I mean? Like, that'd be I mean, Not to say that we wouldn't have fun, yeah, but then you have a lovely time with that one person. Yeah, you know what? You're right. I'm actually gonna be in Innsbruck this weekend. It's a friend's birthday party. I'm going there on Friday. Your imaginary friends would show up, yeah. What do you do at a meet? I mean, I guess it depends what... I don't know, like I was thinking it would be fun to do a meet and greet. Or maybe instead of a meet and greet, we could literally just do like a hike together or something. That's something that I wanted to combine with like a real life stream as well. One point with like a what's it called, like a Naguura Fest, a special stream. It would be really cool to like go to a cottage somewhere. I mean, this is more of a summer thing, yeah. I guess we could still do it now, but because I was thinking it would be nice to meet at some sort of like cottage. Then some people that want to hike up, they hike up with me. Other people can cycle up if they want, or take the e-bike. Some people can take the cable car. Because there are certain cottages where you can... There's multiple different ways on how you can get up. Right? And then if somebody really is not into hiking, they just take the cable car. And if somebody really wants to hike, then they hike. Otherwise, they take a bike or whatever. And then we could all meet the cottage. And then we'll just have lunch or something. And then we chill a bit. I think that'd be cute. Yeah, it's like a field trip. Oh shit, we're so happy. That breath is so slow. Yeah, if I do something like this, I would probably have to be somewhere in Austria though, or like just somewhere where it's like a little bit easier to, like, easier accessible. Because it's so hard to come to Zatharol if you're not from here. So I think Innsbruck probably is like a good location. Because Innsbruck is, at least they have an airport, they have like a train station, you know, like you can actually get there somewhat easily. Without having to do like a million different ways of transport to get there. I also talked about doing like a Naguura Fest in real life once. I know I talked about this for a while, and I still haven't planned it or like started organizing it. But we could do that like in combination as well. I mean, it's really something I kind of want to do. And I think Innsbruck or around Innsbruck would also be a good location for that, or even like Munich, around Munich somewhere. So basically, what in case you guys still know, like I do something called Naguura Fest once in a while, where it's like different kinds of challenges and quizzes and whatnot for me to do, that a friend of mine, Johnny, puts together. And it's really just kind of like a show. And I was thinking I could actually just do this with an audience. I could like rent some sort of space where people actually could come by and watch the Naguura Fest live. Which would be really fun, I think. And then the next day I could still do this this kind of hike as well, right? And then for the Naguura Fest, like if people actually want to come and watch in person, you could either only just watch, or you could even choose to participate in some of the challenges. So it would be like me versus chat. Wouldn't that be like really fun? So you know how there's like some challenges that I have to do once in a while for the Naguura Fest? What if I would have these challenges against like a person in chat? So like someone from the audience. If they're willing to, you know, be on camera and stuff, of course. I'm not gonna force people to be on camera, but I think that'd be so fucking cool.
I will unmake you.
Chat wins easy? Well, we'll see, guys. You lose so hard? Yeah, I probably lose. I'd probably lose every single quiz. Also, Johnny is putting together the quiz, so we all know that he's gonna like make you guys win anyway. Yeah. NPC the girl was so fucking bad. That'll never happen again. NPC the girl was the worst. This is her excuse to waterboard some of us.
Yes. Feed. All of you. Feed on the void. Let its dark
This power is vast. Bow before cartel's soul. Oppose me and be extinguished. How dare you hinder me? The tools of creation at my command.
What do you guys think of this idea? Would you guys join? Something like that?
I can feel them all. The power of the first
Obviously, this would be like a little bit difficult to organize. I don't even know where to start organizing something like that. What would I even need to organize? I would need to organize, like, first of all, like a place. Then all of the technical stuff to stream from, like the cameras and whatnot. I would need
cartel's soul.
food and drinks.
You are nothing.
Oh god. See, that's already too much for me.
How dare you hinder me? The tools of creation at my command. I have already forgotten you.
Yeah, somehow the sound as well would need to like, and like monitors. Oh god, this would be so difficult. How do you organize something like this? I probably just ask like a bunch of local people that I know to help me, I guess. I don't know. I would actually need like a production company, I think, or like a small production team, I guess. That's probably right. Yeah.
I am grateful our paths crossed.
Yeah, I need a bunch of different microphones for
These
the people that join the challenges and stuff.
will reside where they can do no more harm.
And I probably would need somebody with like a handheld camera,
Until
so you can actually see what's going on. Yeah, that would actually be somewhat complicated. would be so cool though. I really want to do it. I could also invite some other content creators too. Do you need like a necklace? No. No, I don't need thank you. Haste verse. Or maybe for upgrades? Oh no, I already have a hero one. I guess the ring one for upgrade, yeah. Actually, the ring for upgrade, yeah. It's the logo of your shirt. It says Electric Thunder. It's an e-scooter in it. I'm part of a e-scooter gang. I'm part of the Electric Thunder gang. I'm the gang leader. Hey, now's the time. Thank you so much for 51 months. Go Liquid. They did so well. Yeah, they did so fucking well. It was so good. It's crazy. I mean, this race in general was so good. I'm actually a bit sad that I wasn't able to cast the whole thing. I'm really glad that I was able to cast one day at the Echo venue. That was so nice. Burning down. Guys, what do we do tomorrow? I definitely want to do an IRL stream, but I don't know. I don't know what we do. What are we doing, guys? Should I try to make a bike trip work, or should I go for a hike? Hike would be easier to set up. But I need to do so many valleys still for the valley quest. Also, I've done all of the close by valleys, so I would actually have to like drive somewhere, which, I mean, it's doable, but yeah, hiking is easier. I don't know where to hike though. Go right around with the electric scooter gang. Down, down, down. It's your first week back from a busy week. I take it easy, but that's just me. Yeah, you're probably right. One of the things I always do, like I always stress myself out. I have this like incredible way of making my life very hard for myself. It's funny. It's so stupid too because I'm gonna be like I'm stressed basically, right? And then I'm like, fuck, I'm so stressed. Like I have to do this, I have to do that, and then I'm just stressed. And then whenever I have like a little bit of free time in my schedule, I will try to squeeze something in there, and I'm just like in hindsight, I'm like, why the fuck did I just do that? like it's almost like I'm seeking out stress, but then when I'm stressed, I hate that I'm stressed. It's like, like what are you doing? Just stop. It's like, oh, I can do an IRL stream. Oh, I should do this like super insane thing that will take forever to plan. Instead of just like doing something that's would be a little bit easier to organize. I'm basically just being an idiot. All right, give me a sec. Where should I hike? What hike are we doing? What if we go to Gunnaralm? I think that might be fun. Might be a lot of people there, but I think the internet should be good. I think. It's not a super long hike. Pretty chill.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey Lenny, what's up?
Swordstripe has betrayed us.
4, 3, 2.
She brought down
One.
our defenses, and her wastelanders are destroying the domes. They must be stopped. With our defenses down, there is nothing to keep the Devourers out. My people stand no chance.
On the last day of Gamescom, I went to like a restaurant. It was like a typical Cologne like restaurant basically. And I just asked the waitress to suggest maybe some like typical food around there, and I said I want like a first course and like a main course. So she just suggested like a goulash soup first and then a schnitzel. And I was like, okay, yeah, what kind of schnitzels do you have? And she was like, oh, like there's something called like a farmer's schnitzel and like a pepper steak or whatever. And I was like, oh, what's a farmer's schnitzel? And she said, oh, it's a schnitzel with like
So we can return our
a fried egg on top and some bacon and some potatoes. And I was like, okay, sounds good. So I had a goulash soup and a salad. And then she brought the schnitzel, and it was a lot of food. Like, it was a lot of food. And then I ate the whole thing, and it was a lot, and I definitely felt full. But I'm this person that, like, even when I'm full, I kind of am craving something sweet as a dessert most of the time, right? And yeah, I was full, but I was like, you know, a little bit of dessert, like, that'll be fine, right? I'll just ask what they have. So I ate everything, right? And then the waitress comes up to me and she looks at my plate and she was like, wow, I didn't think you would be able to eat all of that. And then I felt so self-conscious about eating it all that I didn't ask, that I was too afraid to ask for dessert. Because if she was so impressed that I ate the whole thing, I can't just be like, yeah, and do you have dessert as well? Like, this lady probably would have thought there's something wrong with me. So I didn't ask for dessert. So I was like, well, fuck. That's so rude, right? Well, rude. I think she meant it more as a compliment, not as like she didn't mean it in a bad way, right? Because I'm like somewhat, you know, I'm like somewhat small, so she just kind of assumed I wouldn't be able to fit all this food into my stomach. But I can eat a lot, yeah. But yeah, then I was definitely like, fuck, I can't ask for dessert now. That's true, my dessert stomach was still empty, yeah. 10 years ago, I went to Olive Garden. And there's a lady in her 30s. Very fit. She must have been training for a marathon. She had a tour of Italy. She had a tour of Italy? Wait, what's that? An appetizer, dessert, several rounds of breadsticks, soup, and salad. I was amazed. Okay, wait, that's crazy. So there's one thing though, like
Real problem.
there's two types of people that can eat a shit ton, right? Like it's either people that like are like super, like that are like super into endurance training, right? They need to train to be able to eat a lot. Like you actually need to train your stomach and like your digestion and everything to be able to eat more carbs, to be able to get more energy for, you know, whatever it is you're doing. So those people can eat a lot. And then there's also people that eat a lot that either like binge eat or have some sort of like eating disorder, yeah? Like there's some people that actually just like have an eating disorder that can eat a lot, which I don't know why I'm laughing, it's not funny. But it's like one or the other, right? And I feel like I'm neither or. Like I don't have an eating disorder and I'm not like some super endurance like athlete, right? But I can just eat a shit ton. I don't know why. So sometimes I also feel like I don't really have proper like hunger cues. I know when I'm supposed to be full, but only when I see what other people do. Like whenever I'm somewhere, like of course at a restaurant I know
Many. They seek the
what I'm like supposed to eat because like I'll, you know, I get a plate of food, I eat the plate of food, yeah? Because that's one portion, right? But if you're somewhere where there aren't portion sizes, you know what I mean? Like some sort of a catering, or like if you're at a friend's place where you can like get your own food into the plate, you know? Then I never know what, like how much I'm supposed to eat because I could eat forever. I could just eat and eat and eat and eat and eat and eat and I could eat and I could eat. And I would just never feel like full, right? So, so what I do is I like closely pay attention to what the other people do, and then I will try and eat approximately as much as they do. Which I try to do sneakily because it's weird to like see how much other people are eating, right? So I'm always like, you know, like I get a scoop of food, and then sometimes I try to eat slow because if I'm the first one done, then I don't know if I should eat more or not because I don't know what the other people do, right? So sometimes when I'm accidentally done first, then they'll ask me, oh, you want more? And I'm like, I'll wait a bit. Because then I'm waiting until the others are done and see if they eat more. And if they eat more, I know, okay, probably okay to eat more. And then I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm going to eat more myself. And if the other ones are done eating and then they don't eat more, then I'm like, oh, okay, so this was probably like a decent amount of food, you know? So I'm probably good. I remember once I was at like a friend's place and I had like one portion of, you know, whatever it was that we were eating, I forgot. I think it was lasagna or something, I don't know. And I had finished my first portion and I was like, oh my god, I'm like really hungry still. Or like I really want to eat another one. And then all the other people had finished their food. And they were like, they all like sat back in their chair and they're like, oh my god, I'm so full. Oh my god, I just ate so much. Holy shit, there was so much. And I was like, oh yeah, whew, that was so much. Yeah, totally also full. And literally like 5 minutes before I was like, oh, I could eat like another one. But that, it would have been really weird if I ate another one when everyone else, you know, pretended as if they just ate a whole fucking pig or something. So it's like, oh, I guess it was a lot. Oh my god, me too, bestie, I know, right? Yeah. Exactly right. Shit, my coolers aren't ready yet.
Yeah.
Circuit. Oh no, I only do this with guys. Oh, I should have clarified. This thing where I look at what other people eat, I do that with guys. I don't do that with my girlfriends. My girlfriends eat nothing. I don't know how they function as human beings. They eat absolutely nothing. They'll eat like a small portion and then they don't eat the whole thing. I've never, I don't know what these women live on. Like I swear to God, they'll order like food and you get like the smallest portions ever where like there's no way I'd be, and then they don't even eat the whole thing. Like they'll eat a fucking appetizer and then they're like, oh my God, I'm so full. What? What do you mean you're full? Like, I really don't understand. That just makes no sense to me. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Feed. All of you. Feed on the void. Let its darkness fill you.
The schnitzel from games. That was a joke, though, that schnitzel. I'm still upset about that, actually. That was a joke of a schnitzel. That was a crime. I should have... That was just not okay. That was such a small shit. I ended up eating it with my hand, just like a nugget or something, because it didn't deserve to be eaten with a fork and a knife. I'm not sure if I used Solar Beam once in this dungeon so far.
Let its darkness fill you.
That honestly was messed up. I think I paid 18 euros for this shit too. Or something like that. That was actually like, that was messed up. That was messed up. We should post a short about that. The schnitzel crime. I think the world should know about the schnitzel crime. Smallest but most expensive schnitzel. Exactly. Or the biggest, most expensive nugget. I hang out with Esfand a lot, by the way. Like, Esfand is literally the coolest dude ever. Esfand is so chill. Also, like, Esfand will literally talk about classic WoW at, like, the most random opportunities. Like, he'll literally sit there and talk about, I don't know, skiing, and then he's like, oh my god, by the way, like season 2 of like TBC, like holy shit, that was so good. Like what? Him explaining American football to Sika was the best. Yeah, I was explaining American football like wow, right? In like wow terms.
Let its darkness fill you.
Your destiny's over. Written in suffering. Vision of your fate. I write your destiny now.
Mortals, scrabbling after any shred of control.
Play Silk Song? No, what's that? Hey Frosty. How does it feel to be back to your comfortable zone? It feels very nice. Cause though, like I had a really good time at Gamescom, but it's just, you know, like it was a lot within a week. A lot of people, a lot of like chaos, a lot of stuff to do, going from one place to like just rushing back and forth, like a lot of stress. Life was moving very fast. So I'm glad to be back.
So much wasted. All to honor an oath for a
Nice, we got an item.
king. But there was always
Swapping character, nice,
a
nice, nice, nice.
oath to save
Wait, I probably am kept on
Harass.
Valor, yeah. I should. I should probably upgrade something randomly. That backstage guy, I forgot his name. He seemed so nice and friendly. Which one? The guy with the headset? Or like the Dutch guy? So the Dutch guy was called Mark. And the guy with the headset, oh my god, what was his name? There's so many people I met. No, it's not Joey. Joey was the production guy, like the head of production, basically. That was like sitting in the backstage all the time. That had like long hair. That were always talking to us in the headset. And then one of the stage people from production was called Rosie. Rosie was so nice as well. Rosie was super nice. And Rosie was from the UK. And then her colleague, the guy that you probably mean, he was also super, yeah, he was super chill, super nice. I don't know how he does it as well. Him and Rosie, they were so calm like the whole time. Like there was just like chaos everywhere and they somehow managed like a million different things. You know, like he was like, people were talking into his ear and then he was like telling me that I have to be on stage in like a minute. And then he like walked around like trying to like get all the people together and communicating with a million different people. It was so nice. What was his name? I feel bad now for not knowing his name. Was it Danny or something? Because there's somebody also from production that apparently some people that are part of this production were also part of all of the MDI productions, but I never knew. Because you know how whenever I do MDI, I'm doing it remote. So I'm sitting here and I'm casting, and the only people that I speak to are the other casters and the like production lead, basically, which is Matt. So I know Matt, and I know Sierra, and I know Adrian. So these are like the three people I talk to mostly. And apparently there's a bunch of other people in the background that work for production too, but they don't speak to us personally. So one of those people is called Dylan. And I met him at Gamescom. So, and he's such a smiley dude. Like, he'll just like when he smiles, like, it's like, you know, like a golden retriever smile, right? Like, you know, he like smiles, you can see the smile in his eyes, you know, like he's like a very happy guy. And it was so nice because when I met him, he was always like, hey, and like, I didn't know who he was, right? So he was like, hey, I'm Dylan, you know. And at some point he like walked up to me and he's like, oh, it's so funny because like, it feels like I know you. Because, and then he explained to me that he was on production. So, like, he could hear what I say mostly, like, when I'm talking and hanging out with the other casters. But he never speaks to me. So, like I have no idea who he is, right? And then the nicest thing happened, like, and the first few days at Gamescom, it was pretty empty. Because the first day is, like, a press day. So, not everyone can enter Gamescom, right? You need like an exhibitor pass to enter. But we were still doing a show at Gamescom. So I was going out on stage and I was like, hey guys, next up we're gonna have this like showcase, blah, 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 right? But it feels kind of weird when you go out and then there's only like a couple of people in the audience and you like announce the thing and then you go back and no one's really clapping or like saying anything. Like it feels a little bit awkward, you know? And then there was always one person that would always yell and it was always Dylan. So Dylan would always sit in the audience, and every time Makes or I would go outside on stage, he would always clap. He would be like, yes, woo! You know, he'd be like the woo man, right? And every single time he would do it. And it was really funny because initially I didn't know who he was. And then I saw it was Dylan. And then at some point I was like, oh my God, like Dylan, I noticed you like wooing. I was like, thank you very much. That's very nice of you. And sometimes I don't even see him. But I could like hear someone cheer and I just knew it was him, right? That was so cute. And then Dylan left a day early, I think. I think he left on Saturday already or on Friday. So for the last 2 days, we didn't have a woo man. So sometimes when Makes went on stage, I would be like cheering for her, you know, to replace Dylan. So I'd be in the audience and be like, yes, woo! But yeah, they were also nice for production. They were super, super cool people. Dylan VIP, yes. For sure, for sure. I hope they invite you to BlizzCon. I hope so too. That'd be fun. Welcome back. Where are the boomy buffs? Yeah, where are the boomy buffs? I was considering talking about boomy buffs on stage, so they kind of have to do it because I announced it, you know? Hey, Tilla, what's up? I thought Chris Metzen was going to be there. Yeah, they said something like I heard something about this too. I heard that Chris Metzen was supposed to be on the like announcement. But then he kind of wasn't anymore. I don't know what happened. I don't know. When is TwitchCon, by the way, in America?
Do not allow the beauty of Tazavesh to distract you from our shared purpose.
October 17th to 19th. I've never been to an American TwitchCon before. I kind of want to go, but it's so far. I don't know. Also, I just feel like the TwitchCon is always a little bit weird. Like if you don't have anything to do there, because I was in the EU TwitchCon a few times, and it felt a bit like the convention itself felt a bit like I didn't know what to do there. It felt a bit strange. San Diego TwitchCon will feel like a high school, really? I don't know. I don't know if I go. But then if I don't go, there's nothing else really. Like no other con or anything. Well, DreamHack, I guess. Like Annie said I should come to DreamHack. It kind of would be nice to go to Stockholm, I guess. I've never been to Stockholm.
5, 4, 3.
Is it me or is the story pick the same?
1.
What do you mean? What story pick?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh shit, that Goliath died so fast. Our arcane mage made quick work of that Goliath. Alright, Crash, thank you so much for the 17 months. What's up? How are you doing? Yeah, servers are up. Nice. Good luck with your vault, everybody. Good luck, good luck.
Yeah. Feed. All of you. Feed on the void. Let its darkness fill you.
This is the Shadowlands Mega Dungeon, yes. Hey, Anto. Thank you so much for the Prime. Welcome in. Thank you so much. It was great to see you on the Echo RWF stream. Hopefully you can do a full race in the future. I hope so too. I do hope so as well. I'm always really jealous when I see all of the other casters hang out and like cast a race and stuff. Especially if it's a race like this that is so close. Hey, Avocan, what's up?
All of you. Feed on the void. Let its darkness fill you.
Do you rate no, so I don't rate. So I'm not playing Balance in the raid because I don't rate at all. But yeah, Balance is very bad right now in the raids. I do hope they buff it. Because there were some balance changes, right? Didn't they like apply? Because there's a reset. I mean, we have a reset literally right now. They should for sure buff Moonkin, like... It's pretty sad. For the people that are raiding. And to the people who say who cares, well, I mean, literally everyone cares that plays Moonkin in the raid right now. Right? Like... It just really sucks if you want to do mythic raiding, or any kind of raiding, really. And, You underperforming like that. Like that's obviously pretty bad. Like at the moment the problem for Moonkin feels like they're just not good at anything in a raid. Like there's literally nothing. I don't know. Pretty sad, pretty sad.
Yes. Feed. All of you. Feed on the void. Let it
Really? Moonkin is bottom MOP DPS too? Really? That's messed up. I had no idea. That kind of sucks because Moonkin, I think the playstyle of Moonkin was actually really fun, right? In MOP. Like a lot of people remember that playstyle very fondly. But people really enjoyed the playstyle back then. I personally don't really remember it. I have a hard time remembering how it played. Shit. I remember hating. Really, you hated Moonkin in MLP? I didn't play that much Moonkin in MLP because I mainly played Rest Druid.
A taxing journey, but our path remains true.
I do also remember Rest Druid not being super hot in comparison to Holy Paladin and Disc Priest, though.
You have a talent for acquiring intriguing artifacts. This was found among the ruins of the Black Empire, yes?
We have an eye for treasure, but not enough smarts to stay away from it.
Apologies, Captain. Please direct your grievances towards my associates.
No. You lot meddled with the wrong buccaneer.
Our captain is a dragon! Our captain is a dragon!
I mean, Hotded played PvP though, right? Hotded never really played PvE. For PvE Moonkins back then, we had Pacte. Pacte was a Moonkin player in Method. Then we had Super W. Or Super SDW. I think that was his name. He was Portuguese. And then I played Moonkin once in a while as well, but I was a main Rest Druid. Our captain is a dragon! Have you tried hard mode Deathless yet? I did not try that actually. I just really did not have time to play the game at all, really. Hey Ollie, what's up?
A chest of gold to whoever brings me their child. Take no prisoners.
I'm currently trying to fill my vault before I have to leave. to leave in like an hour. And right now, how many M plus did I do? Maybe like 5? Nice. When is your next 24-hour walking? Yeah. I don't think I want to do this 100-kilometer walking thing again. Like that was actually really hard. Like, I don't know how I did that, honestly. I was dying. Like that was messed up. I didn't think it would be as hard as it actually was. I'm notorious to challenge myself with like way too hard things. Like, I don't know why I always have to make it so hard on myself. Like let's say I go cycling, for example, yeah? I can't just say, oh, you know what, let's just cycle this like really hard tour. No, I have to try to make it even harder somehow. Like, same with this, like, with the walking. Like, everyone told me I shouldn't do it. People said I should do it in more than 24 hours. And I'm like, no, I can do it in 24 hours. And everyone's like, no, that's kind of hard. Like, are you sure? Oh, man. I was just making it so hard on myself for some reason. Hey, it's Clark. Thank you so much for the Prime. Thank you so much. Welcome in. Thank you so much. But you did it? I did. I did do it. I still have the thing here. You want to see it? Oh shit, my camera is mirrored. This is what I was wearing at the end. Oh no, Jinxie. What's a penis? It's a cactus penis. Of course it's a cactus penis. What are you? How could you not recognize the cactus penis? It's an insider meme. Where did it even start? I honestly don't remember where it started. Oh yeah, I remember. You know how when you go hiking here, there's like a kind of like a notebook or something that is on top of the mountain, where you're supposed to enter your name and stuff. So in case you go missing on your way down, people like the mountain rescue can check the book to see who went up that day, so they can check if you, like, you know, so they know where to look, basically. Kind of like an old way of like the mountain rescue. Nowadays people mainly use it to just like sign it and like draw something cool into it. People, because nowadays there's obviously various different ways on how you can locate people. Usually you don't really have to look at this like book anymore. So nowadays people just use it as like, you know, I was there, you know. Hey guys, I made it, you know. So anyway, I was going up this mountain during an IRL stream. Oh god. I didn't have solar beam ready. I'm resting. Johnny, thanks for 22 months. What's up? But anyway, so I was going up this mountain with stream, like it was a live stream. And then there was this book, and I was like, hey guys, what should I write in the book? Okay, shit. Let's go again. And then I was just writing, hey, I was here, blah, blah, blah. And I think I wrote my like Twitch name or something, because Twitch had convinced me. And then at some point, people were like, you should draw a penis, you should draw a penis. And then I drew a penis, but like, apparently I'm really bad at drawing penises, so it looked like a cactus. Because I made like hairs on it, you know? And then it kind of looked like a cactus. And then it just became this meme. And then every time I'm like somewhere doing an IRL stream or whatever, I will draw like a cactus penis into the snow or wherever, you know, I feel like. So when I was doing the marathon, I put a cactus penis on my number, on my participation thingy. Insane.
I will unmake you.
A penis Picasso, yes, exactly.
Remove these pets. Oh, the stars are mine.
Yeah, I think the way it started was because like people wanted me to look through the book to see what other people had written there. And then I was saying something like, there's a surprising lack of penises. Because there's like one thing that we humans have all in common is like, we just find penises hilarious, I guess. So whenever there's something where people can draw in, you'll always find like a penis or two, right? And we were looking through this book and we couldn't see any penises. I was like, what the fuck? There's no penises. But then we kept looking and we saw some. So it was actually not like, there were some. Yeah, it was on page 1. Yeah, exactly. On the first page, there's a penis.
This power is vast. Bow before cartels sow. You are
Naguura reinstating normal human customs? Yeah. You welcome, guys. I got you. Is Staff Evoker good in Plus?
mine to control.
I don't think so. But I'm kind of I'm kind of making it up.
The realms. I can feel them.
Do we even have like a meta at the moment?
Mine to control.
Like, are people already doing like really high keys? Did people figure out what's good is basically what I'm trying to say.
The tools of creation at my command.
Mortals, scrabbling after any shred of control.
Bow before cartels sow.
Not Moonkin, yeah, I figured. Hey, Boris.
And be extinguished. How dare you hinder me?
But I think Moonkin probably isn't even so bad in M+. I think the main reason why Moonkin is not played is because Resto Druid is like the best healer, right?
Mine to control. The realms. I can feel them. All the power of the first ones. Mine to control. My good dad must know.
Oh, I got Salias.
Keep these artifacts with
Huh.
you easy.
Let's go, guys.
I am grateful
Sick.
our paths cross.
Not bad.
War Walker.
Now I just need to remember to use it.
Some pieces will reside where they can do no more harm and be studied by Cartel Al. Until our fortunes meet again.
Ooh, nice boots. Well, actually, I need the raid boots, I guess. But yeah, we got items. Imagine being an alien studying Earth after humans have passed and just seeing the penis symbol in random locations like a shared hieroglyph across the entire world. I think that's probably the least surprising thing for the aliens, let's be honest here. They'll see a lot more disturbing things. Alright, let's take a look. Alright, let's take a look. Let's go 14 and up. Someone explain to me why Spotify is adding a DMs option. They are? Wait, who can you DM? Wait, that's actually strange. What the fuck? That's so weird. Yeah. Huh. Okay, this seems a little bit all over the place. I feel like this means to me that we don't have like an established meta just yet, right? Like there's no way it's as balanced as this seems. I think we're probably just like not quite sure what's good yet. Hey Hauli, danke für das Foto auf der GC, du bist so lieb gewesen. Oh, kein Problem. Ich hoffe, du hattest eine gute Zeit auf der Gamescom. Oh no, you accidentally opened your vault as blood, so now my myth track drink is a tank drink. Oh no. Okay, that actually really sucks. Fuck. Oh no. I'm just liking the ass name. Guys, I also like met Kira, you know, Kira Tank, and he's so nice. And he also, like, I had no idea. Like, at first I thought he's memeing me. So apparently Kira, like, and his team, his MDI team, like, apparently they, like, watch my IRL streams once in a while. Like, during practice. I mean, obviously not, you know, like, on the side while practicing for the MDI and stuff. And they said, like, it's what keeps them entertained and stuff while practicing to not lose motivation to keep going. And like, at first thought he's, like, memeing. But I think he actually meant it. Like, he actually meant it, like, really genuinely. Like, he genuinely said how cool my IRL streams are. And I thought that was so fucking nice. He's a super sarcastic guy, though. He is very sarcastic. But I mean, I think he meant it. I don't know. I mean, maybe he's just hate watching. That's also possible. But that still doesn't change the fact that it's entertaining him, guys. So, doesn't matter why you're watching if you're having a good time, right? Doesn't matter if you hate watching or just actually enjoying it. Hate watching is also a form of entertainment, right, guys? Am I right? Shout out to all my hate watchers out there. Oh wait. Makes also told me that I think it was mandatory. Like she said that mandatory sometimes, or was it miscount? I don't know. She said that one of the teams, sometimes when they're streaming their practice or streaming their keys, they'll pretend to be us casters. Like they'll just like cast over their gameplay like in a like super fun way. Like they'll literally like make fun of us. Oh my god, almost fell down. And then at some point like somebody will speak in like a high-pitched voice and pretend to be like me or Makes. Be like, oh my god guys, look at them, they're just pulling this pack now. It's just so fucking funny to me. Somebody needs to like clip that and like send it to me. I really want to watch that. Oh my god. Okay, this is like out of nowhere, right? But since we're talking about makes and casting, there's this one thing makes that it was so fucking funny. Oh my god. So Makes and I were casting in German at Gamescom, right? And whenever we were casting in German, we were casting backstage. Like nobody saw us. You could only hear our voices. And we were casting the housing competition. So this is not on Twitch, unfortunately. This was like this is nowhere, unfortunately. But so we were casting the housing competition, and Makes was talking about how you can turn around like the objects in housing and how you can clip them into the wall. And depending on how far you put an object into the wall, you can only like see parts of it, and on the other side of the wall you won't see the item poke out, basically, right? That's she was explaining this. And then she said in German something like, okay, I'm paraphrasing, okay, to the Germans, okay. Dann hat sie sowas gesagt wie, ja, wenn sie das jetzt, also sie hat über Andy geredet, glaube ich. Sie meinte dann irgendwie, ja, okay, und jetzt könnte sie das noch richtig weit reinstecken und dann wäre das richtig gut, glaube ich. Also müsstest du noch ein bisschen weiter reinstecken. So she basically said in German, if she would just like put it further in, like if she would just like, you know, like put it a little bit further in, then it would like be perfect. Like it would be really good if she just like a little bit further. And it was like, the way she said it in German, it was like very like, you know, it's like this kind of thing that like, that's what she said, you know? But it was like, the way she said it, and I saw that she had realized what she just said. Like, I looked at her, and I saw it, and she was like, she's like, you know, her eyes got white, and then she like started smiling, and she like, just like at the last second, she caught herself. And I could not like contain myself. I was like sitting there, I was like silently crying. I was laughing so hard. And I couldn't speak for like a second. Oh my god. And then I managed to catch myself and continued casting, but holy shit, like, Moe was fucking hilarious. I'm so sad that it's not like recorded. It was so fucking funny. I wish I remembered what she said exactly as well, because it was like, it was really bad. Oh god. Ugh, I'm crying just thinking about it. What did she say? Yeah, she was talking about the objects, right? And she was saying like if she could really just like, I mean, it's not as funny in English because, you know, like it needs to be the German wording, right? She said something like, sie kann es richtig weit reinstecken und wenn sie das noch ein bisschen weiter stecken, ja, irgendwie sowas. Also, Oh God.
They tried to defile our faith. Instead, you were weakened their command.
Mortals, scrabbling after any shred of control.
Yeah, yes. Well, yeah, exactly. She said something about like, oh, if she would just put this up, or she can stick this object into it like a little bit deeper. It's like, yeah, if she would just put it in like very, very deep, then, you know, something good would happen. You know, like it was something like that, but in German. And she was talking about an object and sticking it into the wall, right? It's like you can you can put it really deep into it, and you won't see it on the other side, you know, stuff like that. And she also said it in a caster voice, you know, like very excitingly. Like you can really deep, like. And I'm like, It reminded me of this like one German meme. I'm sure the Germans that are listening know about it. Like the Entsafter meme. Die Gurken in Entsafter stecken. It kind of reminded me of that one a little bit.
Darkness fill you.
That is such a good talking video. I need to watch it again. I'm crying. Oh. Man, the English people that don't understand German, you are missing out so much on that meme. The Entsafter meme? Oh, you're missing out. There's no... I can't even explain it. Es gibt nichts Besseres, als sich morgens schön eine Gurke durch den Entsafter zu schieben. Yes. Somebody translate that to English. Oh God.
Feed. All of you. Feed on the void.
I need to show you this German meme afterwards.
Fill you.
I don't have a target.
And Safter equals juicer. Yeah, so basically, so there's like an interview with this woman, and it was about like mixers or like eating health. I don't fucking know what it's about, but she said something like, in German, it sounds funnier with the wording, but she said, there's nothing better than to like push a cucumber through my juicer in the morning. She said that like with like a straight face. I think the interviewer like stopped speaking for a second.
Rubian's foothold on the town and Commander.
Video never happened. Oh, there's a video. All right, there's a video, but she said it in German, of course. I think in German it's even funnier. The music on this playlist kind of vibe. I was gone for a week, and now I have new songs on my playlist. Let's go. Thank you, Spotify. Hey, Pocket Troll, what's up? How are you?
Luckily, my daughter and her children are safe. You've weakened the commander and cleansed.
Sounds like a porn dialogue from the 90s. Yeah. Oh, wow. Someone is gonna get their Wiener Schnitzel. Speaking of Wiener Schnitzel, I was talking to Aspen because for some reason, so we were taking a picture, Makes, Aspen and I. No, actually we were just talking to each other, Makes, Aspen and I. And for some reason, Aspen started like standing with like his legs like really far apart, like this like half kind of splits. And we were just like, what the fuck are you doing? And he's like, oh, it's just like standing around like the same way all the time. It's like really like exhausting, so I just want to switch it up. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So he was like standing like that. And then at some point he like sat down on the floor, and he was just kind of like weird, like hovering-ish. And then as he was sitting, I was like, oh, can you do a Schneidersitz? Because I couldn't think of the English word. You know, when you sit cross-legged. In German, we have a word for it, and it's called Schneidersitz. So I was like, can you do a Schneidersitz? And he was like, oh, of course, I'm Schneiderschnitzling right now. He just fucking renamed it to Schneiderschnitzel.
Saved Merodon.
Oh.
Drive the remainder of the shadowy off from the city.
Oh.
They send a force backup to retake
Oh, wow.
the Dawnbreaker. If the Order of Light steals the Dawnbreaker, Merodon will be defenseless.
Why is it called that way, by the way? Schneidersitz. Where the fuck is that word coming from? I never thought about that. Schneidersitz.
By the light of the flame. What is that breath?
Reset. Fabius, thank you so much for the 17 months. What's up, what's up? Thanks for awesome job at Gamescom. Aw. Thank you. And thanks for the opportunity to talk to you and take some pretty cool photos with you. Aw, thank you so much, Fabius, for watching whatever the hell I was doing at Gamescom. And also thanks for like walking up to me and talking to me and taking a picture and stuff. I do appreciate everyone that like walks up to me and talks to me. I always love meeting people. The big issue that I just always have is that it's like impossible for me to like remember like every individual person, right? And I wish I could though. Like I really wish I could like remember every single person that talks to me and that I take a picture with, and like I wish I could know everyone like on an individual level, you know? I know it's impossible, but like that'd be really nice. I mean, it's not actually impossible. I just need to try harder.
Chase that monster from the Dawnbreaker. You must pursue and drive them from Hallowfall. This darkness is deadly. The Lamplighter's blessing will keep you safe.
I still remember at BlizzCon, my friend was way too shy to meet you, so I had to drag him over. Like, it's just a dumb bird lady. Yeah. Very true, very true. Schneidersitz? Okay, wait, now I'm interested in this. Traditionell nutzen, um Stoffe auf ihren Oberschenkel. Ah! Stoffe auf ihren Oberschenkel abzulegen, ohne dass sie auf den schmutzigen Boden liegen oder runterfielen. Oh. Interesting. So apparently the German word for like sitting cross-legged is Schneidersitz, which translates to, what's the word for Schneider? Tailor. Yeah. Tailor. Is there a word for sits? Seat. That doesn't. Tailoring sit. Yeah, I guess. A tailor sit. Yeah. So Schneidersitz translates to like tailor sit. And the reason why it's called that way is apparently tailors in the past would sit cross-legged on the floor to have the cloth on like in their lap basically without it touching the dirty floor. I don't know why they were sitting on the floor, by the way, but like I have some questions. First of all, why are they sitting on the floor? Secondly, there's other ways to sit and have your cloth on your lap, right? I have some questions. Tables weren't invented then? Probably. Oh, it's the same in Swedish? Nice. Have you watched the Stephen Fry talk about the German language, joking how camp it can sound? Like the German for phone is handy? Yeah. I haven't watched that one. But the German, like, I always find those really funny. Like, those kind of... There's this, like, one English American guy? Australian guy. Whatever. There's, like, this one English-speaking person. I don't know where he's from, actually, exactly. Oh, wait, the string's also good. Wait, the string's also good. And I could trade this. I think this is better. I need to sim this. Wait. I think they're probably kind of the same, those two trinkets. The other one's just a proc, and the other one is like a permanent. Let me compare. What are my stats? Let's do mastery. We call it Indian style, no idea why. Interesting. RaidBots queue is currently unavailable due to high traffic or server problems. Holy shit. Hey, it's Ray. Thanks for 42 months. What's up? How are you doing? Oh, yeah. Sorry, there's an English comedian that moved to Germany, and he now does TikToks about like German kind of like culture and like the weird things Germans do. It's really funny. But I think you need to be German to like understand it, I think. Like it's I think his name is Liam something, yeah. He's really funny. The blonde guy? Yeah, it's a blonde guy. What's his name? Oh, yeah, it's this guy. Liam Carps. Liam Carpenter. I need to show you the meme though, wait. Yeah. Okay, wait, I need to equip some of these items before I keep entering my group here. For someone else.
Und Anti-Aging.
I'm sorry, this is it's just really funny.
Effekt der Gurke und aber auch innerlich angewendet. Ne? Die Gurke ist unendlich entwässernd. Ne? Also morgens sich als erstes so eine Gurke durch einen Entsafter zu schieben, ist schon wunderbar. Ne? Zitrone ne? Ist hervorragend.
The interviewer is just like barely keeping it together. Oh god, it's so good, it's so good. Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah, interviewer recoils. Erstmal eine Gurke durch den Entsafter, besser Start in den Tag. Yep. Oh no, Vector, what happened? Wait, why did you get dissed in this dungeon? What happened? Speaking of getting dissed in a dungeon, how do you think the new like deserter system is working out? Do you guys sometimes see people with a marker? Like, do you feel like people are leaving less? I guess it's currently the start of the season where usually people generally just leave a little bit less anyway, right? But what do you think?
Feed on the void. Let its darkness fill you.
Did you not notice people like leaving less? People leave less? Okay. Well, that would be good then, right? That would mean it's a success. Right? That's really good then. Okay, cool. It is true that I also think tents are quite a lot easier this season. And it's the start of the season where everyone kind of needs items, so I guess generally people will leave less. So maybe we will have to wait a little bit for later on in the season to see how it really works. If someone forgets to drop a key, the game holds you hostage for 5 minutes. Wait, you can't start Deserter for 5 minutes after starting a key?
Feed on the void. Let its
No. What? Why? Wait. Wait, that's really stupid.
Power without wisdom leads to ruin, Solir.
Okay, wait. Let me try to think of a reason why you would need like a 5 minutes time. Like,
See how
is there a logical reason why
fares against the might of the
you
Titan.
don't want people to start a lever vote to start? I mean, I understand that within the first 5 minutes, it's almost impossible to decide if the key is not doable anymore or not. I guess maybe that's the reason, but then people can just like do no. Because I guess what I'm thinking about is like, maybe Blizzard was worried that you do the first pull, you wipe, and people immediately start the lever vote. Right? But if that's the case, and the other people still want to continue, well, then they can just say, no, we don't want to leave. Like, that's the point of the lever vote system, right? So why is there a restriction? Other than that, I can't really think of anything. That's strange. They should change that. I think that's really... like, that's just useless. That's what I get in Season 1 and now returning to Season 3. Where my item level is not even high enough for heroics, what would you recommend me to do to catch up?
His arrogance will be her downfall.
What's the easiest way to get like early gear?
A taxing journey.
Delves?
Our path remains true.
Oh, yeah, wait. You can craft gear with like Whelpling crests, right? That's actually pretty good.
Have a talent for acquiring intriguing
Yeah, you should probably just do Delves.
This was found among the ruins.
And then with the crest you're getting from Delves, you can craft some gear in addition. I think that should be good. Yeah, that's probably good. And what do you think of the gear hard resetting every season? Well, I personally think it's good. I mean, here's the thing, right? Like there's upsides and downsides for seasons being a hard reset, right? Like the upside of a season being a hard reset is that people can start playing whenever they want without needing to have gear from the previous season, without being behind forever. Because the biggest problem with seasons not being a full reset is if somebody... So let's say Season 1 gear, or some of the Season 1 gear, would still be good now. And now imagine there's somebody that wants to start playing now. Well, they would have to go back and somehow get gear from Season 1. Because it's like really good now. And that always feels a bit strange, right? Like... And when I say strange, it's like literally annoying. Like, it's literally just an annoying thing. And it demotivates you. It really demotivates you to play. Because it's like, wow, okay, I kind of want to play Season 3, but if I want to play Season 3, then I have to go back and farm Season 1 items, and I have to farm Season 2 items, and then I have to do Season 3. Like the amount of catching up you would have to do would demotivate you so much, probably, that you maybe don't even want to start. And that's the main reason why we have full resets during seasons, right? Most of the time.
A chest of gold to whoever brings.
The downside of seasons resetting is that sometimes when you play a season you do really well, then you kind of wish that the things that you got are still useful in the next season too. Like, it feels... Like, you kind of want the things to be valuable, right? And not just be useless in the next season, right? So I get that feeling too. But I personally think there's more upsides than there are downsides. I personally like the seasonal reset. Yeah, because people say, oh, yeah, nothing really is relevant for next season, but that's not true, right? Because you're not just playing for items, you're playing for, like, achievements and stuff, right? I guess most people are. So, yes, your gear might not be useful anymore, but you have cutting edge achievement, or ahead of the curve, or you have, like, Keystone Master, Keystone Challenger, whatever, you know, like you have these achievements that you got from the season, which is kind of what you should be aiming for, right? Or you got certain achievements from Delves or whatever, right? And that's kind of what you got. You got cosmetics, you got mounts, you got, you know, those kind of things. Because in the end, what is it you play the game for? Because if the only thing you play the game for is to get items, then you might as well just not play, because it will always be irrelevant at some point, right? The latest will be the new expansion that comes out and makes your gear irrelevant again, right? Like, there's no gear that you can get that will always be good, right? Because in the end, you're getting the gear to then be able to get achievements and to get the things, like, right? That's kind of what the idea of the game is. That you get better items, your character gets stronger, so you can then achieve certain things with your character once it's strong enough. And that is a season-based thing, right? Once you're strong enough to accomplish the thing that you want to accomplish, then you can go ahead and do it, and then then the next season comes out, and then you start from scratch, where it's like, okay, now I have to farm the thing again to be able to achieve the thing, and then, you know. But yeah, I do still understand the frustration of some people that say, hey, I just farmed all of this stuff and now it's useless. How will unmake you? Unmaking is such a, like, interesting English word. Like, it sounds kind of badass. But also kind of, like, funny. I don't know, I can't describe it. It's definitely not a word in German. As far as I'm aware. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, like, the gears are completely useless, right? There's definitely, like, having best in slot gear from the previous season definitely helps you at the start of the new season. That's for sure. Like, it's not completely useless. If you join mid-season and everyone's on higher key, even on lower key people seem, I don't know how to say it, NC?
This power is vast.
I'm not really sure what you mean, but I think,
Bow before cartels.
like, one thing that definitely happens nowadays in WoW, which I don't necessarily think that has anything to do with the seasonal reset, I think this is like a general thing in WoW and in gaming overall, is that people kind of expect you, like people are just not really patient, right? Like if you're mid-season, then people expect everyone to know everything. Or actually, this is not true. They don't expect everyone to know everything. They expect you to know at least the same amount as they themselves do. It's just like, it's this thing where like, what do you mean you don't have the exact same knowledge as I do? And sometimes they expect you to know even more than themselves. Not to mention, they also want you to have at least the same item level as they themselves have, right? Anything below that is like beneath.
Bow before Cartel's soul. You are nothing. How dare you hinder me? The power of the first ones. Mine to control. My good self must not.
Yeah, people definitely have no patience for strangers.
The first ones hate these artifacts for good.
This is true, this is true.
They are not meant for us.
Oh, we got Solia's technique again.
I am grateful our paths crossed, More Walker. These troublesome pieces will reside where they can do no more harm and be studied by Cartel Al until our fortunes meet again.
I should probably equip this weapon. Let me upgrade some stuff. Nice, thank you. Thank you, Jinx. Thank you, thank you. Okay, it's good for upgrading. Oh, wait, I already have 2 rings. Or? No, I'm confused. No, wait, I don't. I can just trade it because she traded it to me. That makes sense. Okay, wait, where am I? Okay, let me upgrade some stuff because I'm Valor kept. Also, how many dungeons did I do? Oh, I need 1 more, then I'm done. Fuck! I don't think I can do 1 more. Actually, wait, I can. If we are fast, we can. I have to leave in like 20 minutes. 25. I can do 25, it's fine. Okay, wait. Let me upgrade this. Oh, this is already for free. Okay, nice. Let me upgrade some... What is this? I don't want to upgrade a one-hander, actually. Let's upgrade this. Wait.
If needed, I will answer the call. This world is vast and wondrous.
Okay, I don't want to upgrade this thing here. $704, $704, $704, $704, $701, $707. Okay, this ring I can upgrade. Okay. Fastest ever key? Nice, let's go. Dude, Whippy's blasting, by the way. Holy shit. Leave some damage for the rest of us.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I guess I don't have time to do a raid vault, but whatever. I'm just gonna hope my Plasma Vault is gonna be good.
3, 2,
She
1.
brought down our defenses
What did you guys get in the vault, by the way, to all of the Americans?
They must be
Anything good?
with our defenses down. There is nothing to keep the devourers out. My people stand no chance. The devourers seem to be coming from the annex. Stop them at the source, so we can return our attention to Force Scribe.
Scrabbling after any shred of control.
Wait, I just realized I could have taken a... Probably should have taken a socket, maybe.
Look out!
Yeah, whatever.
I think it's coming up.
Would you say Boomy's an easy class to play? Probably.
It's calling more in.
I do think Moonkin is a little bit hard to like initially learn. Just because it might take you a little bit longer to get the muscle memory of things. Because of the way like Eclipse works and like the way you have different like fillers that you're casting depending on which Eclipse you're in, like stuff like that. Where it's like, oh, you need to get a little bit of a feeling of how long your Eclipse is and how much astral power your abilities are generating. So you know, like, when to cast your fillers, kind of. Your spenders. And your fillers. But it's definitely not overly complex. So I would say it's pretty easy. It just has this typical range DPS problem that I guess is something that so many people struggle with. It's actually like crazy. Like, I had no idea about this until I did some... like, I remember doing some coaching where... Like, I would actually do individual coaching for quite a while. And then I also did like VOD coaching where I went over VODs. And one thing like the number one reason by far that people were not doing a lot of damage was that they were not casting properly. Like, they basically just wasted so much damage moving when they didn't have to move, moving to like not moving and casting like, or basically not moving when you lose the least amount of damage and stuff like that. Nowadays, a lot of casters are very mobile. So in the past, this was like a bigger problem. Like, in the past, when I say like in MOP and in like Bottles of Jenner, like those kind of expansions, casters weren't as mobile yet. And back then, movement was even more important. But I feel like nowadays, casters are so mobile that some people forget how important it is to not randomly like move. Because yes, we have a lot of globals to cast, but every time you take a step and you press a global that is not part of your current rotation, like a global that is not the best thing to cast in the moment, then you're losing damage. And quite a lot, even. Because if I have to Moonfire this mob, then I can move and I won't lose any damage, right? If I have to cast Riverloon and I move at the same time, I won't lose any damage. But if I don't have a global to cast, if my best course of action is to cast Starfire or Solar Wrath, but I am moving instead, then I lose a lot of damage, right? And this is the same for every caster. And I think a lot of people are underestimating how much damage you lose if you're not permanently actually casting. But yeah, this is obviously not a Moonking thing, this is like a range DPS thing. Hey Anne, thank you so much for 8 months. Welcome back from hosting Gamescom. Thank you. Thank you, thank you.
Mortals, scrabbling after any shred of control.
What's the best Alphia alternative? Base UI. I personally don't think that you need something like Alpha UI. The basic UI is actually pretty good right now. Now, obviously, I'm using a bunch of add-ons as well, right? For certain things, but something like Alpha UI replaces like everything and makes it an add-on. And I just don't see the need to do that. Like, why? Like, for example, the action bars, in my opinion, there's nothing wrong with them. What's wrong with action bars? Like, they're totally fine. I would even say the rate frames are really good nowadays from Blizzard too. Especially if you're not a healer, if you're just like a damage dealer, you don't need to have like other rate frames. Just use the Blizzard rate frames. They're totally fine. They're really good. The one thing that I personally think is still lacking quite a lot is nameplates, which they are gonna fix though, or they're gonna work on, right? They're working on nameplates. And I think player frame, like boss frame, stuff like that is still a little bit lackluster, for sure. But you can just have add-ons for those specifically, and then use the rest base UI. What? Holy shit. Well, that hurt. Yeah, if it's just a habit of yours, then I mean, that's just what it is then, I guess. And if you use Alpha and like just changing your UI completely away from Alpha, like that is a big time investment, right? Like I totally understand that people don't want to do it. It took me quite a while to switch away from it. So I do get it. But if you're already, like if you want to replace Alpha, then I would not replace Alpha with another like insane add-on. I would really just go with base UI. Especially because Blizzard is trying to remove UIs anyway, right? They're trying to remove add-ons, well, or like lower the amount of add-ons that are useful and less of an impact that they should be having, right? So the faster you get used to like using less add-ons, the better it is anyway. So in my opinion, if you want to get rid of Alpha UI because for whatever reason, then just go with base UI and just go with base UI and then see what add-ons you actually really still want. You know, just remove all the add-ons, except of course, like, I don't know, like details and weakers and stuff like, you know, stuff like that I guess you'll need. But remove all the add-ons that you don't need, you remove Alpha UI, and then you can go from there. It's like, okay, looks like I can't do the basic nameplates. Let me add Plater. And then you use Plater. And then maybe you realize, okay, the rate frames on Blizzard are actually kind of good. I'm just going to keep them. But then you're like, okay, the player frames, they're kind of okay, but I wish I could do this or that. then just use an add-on, right? You can just like slowly like see what you really need from the add-ons and which kind of add-ons you don't. Maybe there's quite a lot of things that you end up liking from the base UI. Maybe you really like the cast bar and you can just go with that. I learned from the Goat Shack, if my ray frames are 3 pixels, that is good enough. Did you ever like make them bigger, or is it still like 3 pixels in the corner? Hey Fantasy, by the way, what's up? Did you send the Liquid Raiders cookies again? This past race? I swear they keep winning because of the cookies. It's the cookie buff. You visited them too! Okay, that's very cool. You chose the best race to visit too. What a good one. That was so close.
All of you, feed on the void. Let its darkness fill you.
I really missed the liquid production as well. Like everyone, like from production crew and the cast and everything, it was always so nice hanging out. If only it wasn't so far away. Maybe if I ever cast for liquid again, I just bring my bike. And then I cast a race wall first, and afterwards I go on a biking tour. That would actually be cool. Thank you. Jinx is looking out for my orb. Oh, you were there for splits? Ah, shit. What do you think about the inflated numbers in WoW again? 14 million HP for DPS and more seems too much.
It was the only place
Yeah, it's strange because I personally just never really cared about like how big or small the numbers are. Like to me, like it doesn't really matter.
We did fail you, but destroying the dome will only hurt the rest.
Like at some point it becomes a bit silly, like how high the numbers are when it comes to like calculations and stuff. Like that's it's a little bit annoying. But to me, I don't really care if I do like 5 million DPS, if I do like 200k DPS, or like. Because in the end, it's just a comparison anyway. So, and if the numbers are so high, then you just go, like you're just rounding anyway, right? I'm not gonna give you the whole number in DPS in millions, right? Like I'm not gonna give you every number up to the decimals. So I guess to me it never really mattered that much. I also never really look at that like like I don't know, like I've never really had a feeling for HP numbers and stuff. I'm always also just really bad at knowing how much damage to do. You know, like some people look at the HP of a boss and they're like, oh my god, this boss has a lot of HP, or oh my god, this boss has little HP. And to me it never means anything. Like to me it's just a number. Like, you know, like I never really think, oh, this is gonna be really close, or oh, I could kill this by myself, or oh, maybe I need like 2 more people to help me here. I don't know. Yeah, I have number blindness. Just like well blindness. I think I cured my well blindness now. I used to have like a fountain blindness when I went cycling. And we have a lot of fountains or like wells where you can like fill up your water bottle. And I swear I never saw them. So I literally would always like cycle past them and not see them at all. And now I think I cured the blindness. I can actually see them now. At this point, you might just be blind. I think I might just be blind. Like, speaking of blind though, and having issues with your senses, I have such a hard time hearing people. Maybe I have problems with my ears as well. Actually, I don't think it's problems with my ears. It's more like a brain issue, yeah? I can hear people just fine. I just don't understand them. Like, there's something, like, I just do not... Like, I'm really bad at understanding accents, first of all. And dialects. I'm really bad at understanding dialects. And I swear, like, sometimes, like, at Gamescom, when it's, like, really loud and people are talking different accents, different dialects or whatever, I'm just, like I'm just having such a hard time understanding what the fuck they're saying. And it's, like, at a stage where I'm just, like, so... Like, I can't ask them a million times what they said, so I'm just, like, smiling and nodding, usually, you know? So, yeah.
So much wasted.
I'm just doing the smiling and nodding thing.
For a dying, treacherous king. But there was always the greater oath.
Thank you so much for carrying me, guys. GG's. Everybody give a huge shout out to Jinx and Nia for carrying me. And Arxis and Whippy. Yeah, good luck with vaults, everybody. It's basically your brain struggling to make sense of what you hear. Yeah, that's it. That's the main thing, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna have to leave. So we're vault full. Well, I have the plus vault full now. Yes. Very good, very good. I have to get something good because my first two vaults were shit. Oh, Arxis is streaming. Nice. Let's host Arxis then. Yeah, sorry for the short stream today. I have an appointment at 7, and before that I have to go and eat. So I have to leave now. And I just had some stuff to do. Like, you know, when I was at Gamescom, I couldn't really, like, some of these, like, tasks that just, like, build up. You know, I have a to-do list, and it's just, like, more and more and more and more things that just, like, stacked on top of each other. So I had to do them, or I had to get some things done today in the morning. And then I was, like, really overwhelmed, and then I was, like... I feel like I'm emotionally unstable lately. Like... I don't know what's going on, but there's some days where I'm just like I have some things to do, and it's like completely overwhelming me, and I'm like this close to like, just like, it's like I'm gonna go to bed and shut the doors, and I'm just gonna like lie there. But then I don't do that. Then I still continue to do the things I have to do, but I'm like this close to doing it. And then when I do the things, and then all of a sudden it's good again. I know, it's really strange. I have these moments, you know. I have these moments where it's just like, fuck. And then 10 minutes later, it's like, oh, I'm fine. Anyway, so thank you so much for hanging out, guys. Sorry for the short stream. Tomorrow we'll do a little bit of a longer stream, but tomorrow I'm very likely doing an IRL stream if I manage to get my shit together, because I need to set up my Moblin on David's iPhone. If he borrows the iPhone to me again. And I don't know what I'll do. If I manage to set up the bike, then I would like to do a bike tour. That'd be nice for my Valley quest. And if I don't have enough time to set that up, then I'll go hiking somewhere probably. So a little bit of a chill hike, you know. We'll see. And if I don't manage to set it up, then I'll just do a stream, a gaming stream. I have enough to do in WoW anyway. So yeah, this week I'll also stream on Saturday in case you didn't see the message. Because I'm going to play the PoE 2 patch that is coming out. I'm also going to play PoE a little bit before to prep for the patch. Because the last time I played PoE was like in March. So I wanna play a little bit before the patch comes out. And I might challenge myself to like a certain level that I can maybe farm before the patch comes out. I don't know. I'll think about it. Yeah, I'm excited to play it again. I really like PoE 2. It's really fun. So I'll play that on Thursday probably. I'll probably play PoE on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. But like first I do WoW. So I'll probably just do World of Warcraft into PoE 2, WoW into PoE 2, WoW into PoE 2. On like all 3 days here. And tomorrow I do IRL. That's at least the plan. For now. So yeah, thanks for watching. Remember to follow my stream if you haven't yet. That would be much appreciated. Check out my YouTube channel if you want some WoW content, some WoW guides. I post stuff there all the time. I might be posting a Gamescom video on my WoW channel to give you like a little bit of a, you know, review of what I actually did there in case you guys missed the stream and stuff. So you can check out my YouTube channel for the Gamescom review. And if you want to follow me on Instagram and on TikTok, I post shorts there all the time. I also have a real life channel for my YouTube where I post IRL videos. And that's it. Join my Discord if you want to have updates on what my streaming plan is, my schedule and stuff. I cleaned up the Discord quite a bit, by the way. I cleaned up the Discord quite a lot. And I'm trying to have it be more active. So I basically deleted almost all of the channels, and there's only like a general chat now. I'm gonna add more channels if I feel like we need more. But for now, I just deleted all of them because I wanted to make sure that people just like chat more and actually use the channel and the Discord. So I only have the general chat. So whatever you want to say, post it in general chat, okay? So we're just gonna get that more active, and if we feel like we need another one, then I'm just gonna add things to it, okay? I also was thinking about doing more community stuff as well because I want to like. I just kind of want to do more stuff with you. Like every time I go to Gamescom and like I meet some of you guys, I always get this like urge to like do more community stuff. But then I never really know what to do and then I don't do it. So I get this imposter syndrome where I'm like, oh, if I do a community game night, then no one wants to join. You know, I'm stupid. So so I'll think about some community stuff that I can do and then we maybe make it a thing. Like maybe like once in a month we can do like a community day or once every 2 weeks or whatever. If I figure out a plan for it, then I'll let you know. So yeah, that's it for me today. Let me host Arxis then, the mage we just played with. Is he still streaming?
Not really.
Good.
I mean, the benefits are you get prio to join.
Alright, let's host Arxis then. His bio is just a silly little guy casting his silly little spells. Perfect. Alright guys, have fun watching Arxis. Thank you so much for hanging out. You're the best as always. I appreciate you very much.